If you keep crying like this, Brother Juan won't survive. Young Madam of the Marquis, the Mencion's physician can do no more. All the maids in the mansion have tried. Is there truly no other way? The shoes and the top are different colors. The pants are also a different color. This is English. The newcomer's reward has finally arrived. This servant has an idea. Humph, what could a mere firetender know? Greetings, consort of the air. This servant is willing to try. This servant has a conjecture. If nothing unexpected happens, we can stop the young master from crying right now. Simply change the young master into clothes of the same color. If you wish to be unconventional, do not use such methods to torment our young master. I am not making this up. In my hometown, there were children who cried all day, just because they disliked the color of their clothes. How would we know without trying? Dongrong is the crown princess. If I were hallucinating, I would be beaten with the board. Haha, truly, crying is the best. Still uncomfortable. The young master must be feeling stifled and miserable. If this continues, he will develop heat rash. It's early autumn outside right now. How could it be stuffy and hot? You've taken care of children before. You do have experience in that regard. Taha, very good. Then stay. Thank you, young madam. Later, Dongrong will take you to get clothes and arrange lodging. Great, I'm finally a third classmate now. I'm so hungry, Sister Dongrong. Is it time for the young prince's meal? It really is. What's the matter? Is the young master being picky again? I'm not hungry right now. Ah, so spicy. No, it's clearly you who secretly ate spicy food. Face flushed red, coughing non-stop. How could it be as simple as choking on milk or being picky? You little girl, what a sharp tongue. Just entered the Han 2 Academy, and already trying to make fun of me, huh? To establish your footing. You know the young consort, your highness. My meals have always been specially supplied by the small kitchen. The young master is picky with his meals on normal days. Apart from my milk, he won't drink anything else. How could I possibly sneak spicy food? Mushrooms are too expensive, not tasty, and the flavor is very plain. It doesn't taste good. This is definitely not the young master being picky. If you don't accept it, I'll go make supplementary food right now. If the young master eats it, you must apologize immediately. Haha, do you think you're an immortal? Go ahead then. If you can make the young master eat supplementary food, I'll apologize willingly. Elder sister apprentice. You were too impulsive. You still have to deal with wet nurse cow in the future. Why must it come to this? Wet nurse cow was able to stay, precisely because the young master likes her. If she does well, she might spend most of her life retired in the mansion. The young master's wet nurse is someone you must never offend. Sister Durong, I just can't stand it. The here's wife is being controlled by a wet nurse. Check it out. Reporting to the here's wife, the young prince is clearly hungry. He won't drink the milk. There must be something wrong with the milk. I beg you to let the assistant physician examine it. Is every instance of the young master's so-called pickiness just a scapegoat for your gluttony? You are gluttonous, yet you make the young master bear the bad reputation of being picky. How utterly unreasonable. Here's wife, this was found in the wet nurse's quarters. 10 strokes of the cane. Expel her from the manor. Here's wife, I was just momentarily greedy. I meant no harm. The young master cannot do without me. This auntie smells nice. You actually smeared honey on Jinhee's sleeve. You used this to attract the young master. Stand out from the crowd of male attendants. What is your name? Reporting to the here's wife. This servant is called Xianxia. This is a special reward from the here's wife for you. Be an honest person. Don't be too flashy. Constantly showing your value is the true way. The little duck ran away, how fun. The madam misses the young master. She asked me to come and fetch him. It hurts. Let me go, Nurse Kian. Without the here's wife's permission. Since when does the madam, wanting to see the young master, give you people the right to interfere? Xiamen, are you all right? Sister Dulong, go intercept the crown princess's carriage now. I'll head to the Marquis's side. There's still time. But the crown princess is attending the grand princess's banquet. We must go. They come neither early nor late, but precisely when the crown princess has left, forcibly taking the child away, though I know not what the Marquis intends. If we wait until the crown princess returns from the banquet, once everything is settled, it will be too late. You need not come here anymore. The Marquis has summoned a palace governess to care for the young master. From now on, the young master will reside in the shouting courtyard. I cannot let the position I've just gained go to waste. Governess, if the young master is to be raised in the shouting courtyard, you should at least inform the hereditary princess. Nanny Kian has already advised you. Why are you still so tactless? The young master's crying fit is acting up again. It's stuck in his throat. He can't breathe. So painful, he can't swallow it down. He won't survive this time either. Oh no, he's suffocating. Ugly, even the color is different. I wonder whose bad temper he inherited. Behave yourself, hahaha. Sister Xiamen, they're bullying me. Little young master, be good. Once we return to the courtyard, I'll change the color of your clothes back. How dare you, insolent servant? How dare you barge into the shouting courtyard so recklessly? This maidservant came to rescue the little young master. Give me the young master. Haha, how dare you stop? May I ask what wrong Zhao Ma has committed? That allows Kian, Mama, to manage the servants here on my behalf. Zhao Ma barged into the shouting courtyard. Jiang Xiamen, you speak. I did it for Zhuangge's good too. He has been raised under your care for 7 months. He has never stopped crying. We couldn't even hold his 100-day feast. Ah, so uncomfortable. At you, most likely from bathing during the day today. The young master caught a chill. No, he's having an allergic reaction. Consort of the hereditary prince, young master. It's not a chill. It's an allergic reaction. From start to finish, you love showing off in front of others. Out of nowhere, you claim the young master has an allergy. Utterly baseless. First he sneezed, then he felt unwell. It's more like a brief lack of oxygen in the brain caused by the allergy. Little girl, the young master just caught a chill from bathing, which caused his drowsiness. What guarantee do you have that it's an allergy? I guarantee it with my head. If the young master is not allergic, I will dash my head against the wall and die right here. Qian Mama, go call the auxiliary physician. I have been raising nobles for 18 full years now. Older than you. If it truly is an allergy as you say, I will resign from the Marquis Manor today, return to the palace and explain the matter to the noble consort. It is indeed a wind cold. Humph, what do you have to say now? Guards, drag this reckless servant down. Hold it, Lotus Seed. Don't be foolish. For a maidservant who speaks nonsense, you defend the governess sent by the noble consort. The young master's clothes are covered in red rashes. It's an allergic reaction. How could it be an allergy? The condition is already this severe. The rashes have spread to his chest. The allergy caused swelling in his throat, leading to unconsciousness. If it were treated as a common cold, it would be too late. Dongrong, go decoct the medicine. Miss Zhao Ma, when did you first notice something was wrong? When the nanny picked up my little uncle, I noticed something off. I suspect it's the incense on the nanny's person. That caused my little uncle's allergy. Take out your sachet. I feel unwell, Sister Zhao Man. Check it out. That little maidservant of yours is quite formidable. Let's drop this matter for now. Once Xuan Zhen recovers, take him back. Since you have such a maidservant, I can rest assured. Finally, we've snatched the young master back. Opportunity, indeed, goes hand in hand with risk. A third-rank maidservant earns 2 taels of silver per month. That's a farming household's entire year's savings. To have silk and patterns on one's clothes, 3 winter coats, 4 summer outfits, how wonderful. This is a gift from the princess consort to you. These are worth at least a dozen taels of silver. Thank you, Princess Consort. Thank you, Sister Lu Sheng. Don't thank me, thank yourself. You've done well. The Princess Consort and the Marchioness are at odds over the young master's future. They argued countless times. I never expected you to resolve it today. You did very well. Tomorrow is the second day of the Grand Princess's banquet. The Here's Consort specifically requested your attendance. Tomorrow is a grand feast. The Grand Princess's faction and the Marquis household are at odds. The heir was sent to the border because of their strong recommendation. Today, the Here's Consort returned unexpectedly. They sent word demanding that the young master attend the banquet tomorrow. The young master's rash probably won't fade until tomorrow. He just escaped the jaws of death. Is the Grand Princess mad? Knowing this outcome, they did it on purpose. Tomorrow, just keep an eye on Zhuangge. This is the Marquis household. Young Master Hao is truly handsome. Haha, I see. The baby is adorable. So this is that little demon of your household. The child is young. Please forgive him, Your Highness. You didn't come yesterday, so the gift I specially prepared wasn't given. What a pity. Bring that 3-day incense for Zhuangge to see. No. Thank you for your gift, Your Highness. The maids in your household who care for children are really not up to par. I have a maid named Xianxia here, who knows the rules and is good with children. I bestow her upon you, and that scullery maid. Bring her here for me to see. Take him to see my son. If she can't cure him, beat her to death on the spot. Your Highness, Xiamen is just a maid who looks after the child. How dare I show off my meager skills before the princess's mansion? What? I offer you face and you refuse it? I just want a maidservant to examine her illness. Yet you make excuses and delay repeatedly. Are you taking me for a fool? If he speaks another word for me, this fire will all fall upon the Marquis's estate. This servant is willing to go. Since your highness commands, this servant dares not disobey. That's more like it. Just a scullery maid, and you protect her like this. The princess summoned only her. She is the here's consort's person. Once at the princess's mansion, it is her highness' word that rules. I'll go see Sister Xiamen. A maidservant still must rely on experience. Take care of yourself first. Everyone in this house is waiting to see me die. Since I'm here, I'll just barge in and face it. If you truly have skill, then wake her up. Vicious beast. This humble priest said long ago, the Marquis's estate harbors an evil spirit. This woman was a weasel spirit in her past life, and now uses sorcery to bewitch her masters. Today she dares to defile the princess's mansion. Your Highness, Xiamen is just a maidservant. This method can break the curse. Drain half a bowl of his blood to wipe the young master's body. Then take his heart's blood for medicine. Only then can we suppress the demon and expel the evil. Utter nonsense. You have quite the nerves. Is he healing? Or using your hand to kill? Demon, at death's door, you still dare to speak cleverly. Then let me ask you, if you drain my blood, take my heart's blood, and the young master still doesn't recover, what do you say? Do you dare to wager with me? If I prove that the young master has no need for heart's blood at all, then you shall confess your trickery before his highness. If you truly can prove it, I will resign from all my posts and kowtow to you in apology. I don't want your kowtow. I want you to hand me the evidence yourself. Ling'er, mother is here. This rice porridge is also here. Eat it and you'll feel sleepy. What are you doing? The young master cannot eat rice. He is allergic to it. Nonsense. Since when is a child allergic to rice? Your Highness, you've tried so many remedies for the young master. One more meal won't hurt. Remove the rice. Let him eat only the other dishes for one meal. We'll see the truth clearly. His breathing is indeed steadier. It really works. Your Highness, I told you. He is just stalling for time. You'd better give me an explanation. Your Highness, I said it before. He's not playing tricks with this rice allergy. He merely happened to buy an hour. Now his true colors are showing. When Xianxia had that allergic reaction, first came the red rashes, then the sachet. The scent in this room is wrong. The incense, what did you say? The incense is also problematic. Nonsense, this incense was bestowed by His Majesty. The censer is also an imperial gift. How dare you spout such nonsense? I didn't say the incense was problematic. I said the items packed inside are problematic. How do you wish to inspect it? Allow me to enter the inner chamber for a thorough examination. Your Highness, you cannot. He's at his wit's end. He'll grasp at anything to drag others down. Why are you so anxious? Or are you more afraid than I am of what might be found? Search. Yeah? Bring a damp cloth. Yeah? Playing tricks. Please smell this, Your Highness. Your Highness, the base of this censer has been smeared with a sedative. What did you say? The dosage is small. It has little effect on adults. But for a young child, prolonged exposure will cause drowsiness and lethargy. Over time, the damage is not temporary. It harms the mind, Your Highness. Your Highness, this humble priest knew nothing. I was deceived by others as well. Weren't you just boasting that you never falsify anything in your life? Will Ling'er suffer any lasting effects? Now that the cause is clear, avoid the allergens and sedative, and nurse her back to health carefully, and she will naturally be fine. Drags him away. Since Your Highness family matter is resolved, we should not linger. We take our leave, withdraw. Autumn water. Didn't you say you're the best at taking care of children? Starting today, you will go to the Marquis' residence and serve Xianxia well on my behalf. He's not foolish, he's a nail. Finally back. Take Xianxia to wash up first. Xiamen, follow along. We'll discuss the rest tomorrow. This servant greets the here's consort. Newcomer, come with me. I'll arrange your lodging first. Forced upon me by the Grand Princess herself. The stranger it is, the more wrong it feels. The young master is out of danger. He only needs to rest and recuperate. I shall take my leave now. What's wrong? Is there something else? This morning, the small kitchen didn't leave me any food. Just now, when I tried to get some leftover dishes, someone deliberately blocked me. Two? Who else could it be? Someone who's displeased that I gave birth so smoothly. This servant isn't here to tattle. I'm just reporting to you in advance. If anyone in the courtyard comes after me from now on, I may not always hold back. You're quite good at giving a heads up. This isn't tittling. You're here to send a message. Then I must make it clear first, lest if a real conflict breaks out one day, it looks like I'm stirring up trouble for no reason. You've thought it through. Just remember one thing. Don't get yourself caught up in it. Yes. Since we've come this far, there's something I should tell you. Xiangshi's background is plain to see. There must be something wrong. It's not the first time the eldest princess has planted someone in the Marquis' manor. The most dangerous thing about her isn't whether she can take care of a child. It's her face. Her face. It looks exactly like the young heir when he was young. That midwoman consort. She's not just after the child, nor is she just after him. She's after the entire inner courtyard of the Marquis' manor. I don't want this. I want to eat something else. Eat this for today. I'll get you something new tomorrow. Greetings to the here's consort. Greetings to the young master. The young master is in his growing years. Eating only this, I'm afraid it's not enough nourishment. Then, in your opinion, what would be enough? This servant has made some vegetable cakes with minced meat and eggs inside. They're more nourishing. Young master, come here. Try what this servant has made. Raising a child ultimately relies on experience. Just feeding some soft vegetable porridge doesn't count as taking good care of someone. You're right. Xiamen, go take a rest for now. The young master is so well behaved. How could he be as difficult to handle as the rumors say? He probably just hadn't met the right person before. He's uncomfortable holding him, his hands hurt. Eager to step on me, eager to earn merit, eager to curry favor with the master. The more anxious he is, the easier it is for him to slip up. Young master, would you like this servant to take care of you every day from now on? Xiangshui is a shallow person. She can't hide anything. You're right to keep an eye on her. I'm not afraid of her coming at me. I'm afraid she didn't come alone. Eavesdropping her. Miss Xiamen, you misunderstand. This servant was just passing by. Passing by with your ear pressed to the crack of the door. That's quite a detour you took. The rules of the Han estate. It seems someone needs to teach you again. Don't rush since you're here. Take your time, miss. Miss, please save me. Miss, I am not the here's consort. I shouldn't have troubled you originally. But I'm about to give birth. And I'm truly terrified inside. Just say what you have to say. Stop crying and sniveling here. I have no parents, and not a single trustworthy person in this manor. The midwife, the nurse, the wet nurse. Which one of them wasn't arranged by others? This child in my belly is still the Merquis' flesh and blood. I only beg the here's consort for mercy. And give me Xiamen. I heard Xiamen is best at caring for children. And also knows the taboos during pregnancy. I don't want anyone else. I just want her to come to my courtyard. You want my person. This concubine wouldn't dare. This concubine is just, truly, afraid, remembering our past as mistress and servant. I brazenly came to beg. So you do remember we were mistress and servant. When you harbored such intentions, why didn't you think of that then? I was only trying to find a way to survive. Xiamen, you said yourself the princess consort disdains to argue with a concubine. This anger must be vented by me. Princess consort, this servant's duty is to care for the young master. Besides, Qia Shui only arrived yesterday. Yet today, you already knew she could replace me. Your news travels faster than the wind in the front courtyard. Isn't it? The moment there's a stir in the cold redder courtyard, the bright meditation courtyard knows of it. Quite the long ears you have. Are you accusing me of planting spies in the courtyard? A mere concubine like me has no such ability. The madam arrives. It's just a matter of asking for a maidservant. Why must it come to this? Madam, you are now with child. You cannot afford to be angered. Lianlong, you are being too stingy. Mother, the physician said, concubine whose child is likely a son. If he is born, he will continue the Merquis lineage. She asks for one of your maidservants. Why can't you give her one? You are the legitimate wife. You should have the magnanimity befitting your status. Surely an unborn child is not less important than a maidservant by Zhuang's side. I understand your meaning, mother. Xiamen. Big madam, I can't hold it in anymore. The young master wants Sister Xiake. Don't be so jumpy. The young master was clutching this duck the whole time. He was clearly frightened by this thing. What are you doing? Caring for a child requires experience. You can't just assume things. A child's crying is mostly caused by what's in front of him. My ducky is dead. Give me the young master. Ah, madam's look. The young master calms down a bit in my arms. See, I wasn't wrong. It was that wooden duck causing trouble just now. Come, let grandmother hold you. Oh, the young master misses his grandmother. Madam Xoiner. No worries, no worries. I'm in the smelly clothes. Stinky ducky is gone. The clothes are dirty, let's change them. The little duck isn't dead. I'll fix it for you. I can really fix it. Madam, this servant didn't mean to. This servant just wanted to shut him up. And you call this taking care of a child? Madam, please go change your clothes first. Keep an eye on him for me. Yes, heiress, I. That's not Central Plains speech. What are you looking at?
没什没什么。
Nothing's nothing.
好，修。
Fix it properly. Fix it tonight. Concubine Ku and Qiushui have both been sent back.
怀上了。
Did she really think that if she got pregnant, she could safely give birth to the child? He stepped on me to rise up, came to my courtyard crying with a belly, used old feelings, the child and mother to pressure me. Did he really think I would keep enduring? The heiress must not act rashly. It's not for him. It's for your own sake. The heir will be back soon. At this critical moment, if concubine Ku really has an accident, even if it wasn't your doing, all the blame will be pinned on you. Zhao Man is right. His visit today was clearly meant to provoke you. He came specifically to anger you. If you really fall for his scheme, that would be the real trap. It's not that she can't be touched, but she absolutely cannot be touched now. This child must be born.
那孩子的来历恐怕没那么简单。
The child's origins are likely not simple. If we speak of it now, no one will believe us. Worse yet, I might be the first to die. When I saw them off, I casually tested a few words. I said concubine Ku might have long been bought by the eldest princess. Are you sure? When I mentioned his stunt today, as if deliberately stirring trouble, his eyes immediately dodged. When I brought up the eldest princess again, his hands even stopped moving. Then it all makes sense. He usually hides in Mingchen courtyard, his top priority being protecting the pregnancy. Logically, he shouldn't have come to provoke you. But the moment Qiushui entered the manor, he immediately came to snatch me away, and even made a scene before the marquise. Qiushui is in the open, while concubine Ku is in the shadows. One in the open, one in the dark. They're targeting our inner courtyard specifically. He wasn't really asking for me. He was trying to throw Han Ziyuan into chaos. And this isn't the only time. The timing of concubine Ku's climbing into bed was far too convenient. It happened right when you were about to give birth. If you had been truly provoked and something happened that rich. Your Highness, the eldest princess, something's wrong. The young mistress of the general's mansion has arrived with the third miss. And also, young Master Jin and his group were just here not long ago. This time, it doesn't seem like a visit. It's more like they're here to cause trouble. Young Master Jin has declared, if we don't hand over Qiushui, he'll smash down the gates of the Marquis mansion. The eldest princess's backup plan has arrived. We cannot hand over Qiushui. I'll go hide her. Not just hide, we absolutely cannot give her up. They say Qiushui was publicly bestowed upon you by the eldest princess. If we hand her over today, the outside world will only say you are jealous and cannot tolerate others. They'll say you used the general's Mencion's blade to kill the maid sent by the eldest princess. By then, if the eldest princess pins a charge on you, you won't be able to shake it off. If we hand her over, we lose. If we don't, the general's mansion will cause a scene at our door. And we'll still be embarrassed. So this battle isn't against the general's mansion. It's against the eldest princess. Let's go to the front hall. Here we go. Young Master Jin, you carry quite the air of authority. This is the Marquis mansion, not a training ground. Then hand over Qiushui. Lady heir apparent. Qiushui once looked after Zhuanjie in the eldest princess's residence. Now that something has happened to the child, we must demand an explanation. Steady yourself first. Don't let them steer the situation. Is the person here? The Marquis' estate is here. Then hand her over. No, young madam of the marquis, you intend to protect a maid who harmed my niece. If young Master Jin is truly so capable, why didn't you go to the Grand Princess's estate yesterday to demand the person? You dare not touch the Grand Princess's people, yet you come to my Marquis's estate with a sword to vent your anger. This tactic of bullying the weak and fearing the strong, you wield it quite skillfully. Xianxia was publicly gifted to me by the Grand Princess yesterday. If I hand her over to you today, what will the outside world say tomorrow? I use your general's estate's hand to dispose of the thorn planted by the Grand Princess. So, young madam, you mean to abandon Zhuan? It's not abandonment. It's that this cannot be done this way. If Xianxia is handed over, third miss may not recover immediately, but the Marquis's estate will surely be the first to be implicated. The Grand Princess is waiting to see this play out. Humph, you sure know how to calculate for the Marquis's estate. This servant belongs to the Marquis's estate. If not for the Marquis's estate, for whom would I calculate? Bring this thing up. What is this supposed to mean? A child's chair. You bring such a thing to humiliate Xianxia. This chair is for a toddler to sit steadily and learn to eat. The dimensions were made according to my young master. It was already crafted by the artisan 2 days ago. If you don't believe me, you can check the leg length and waist width to see if it truly matches third miss size. If you truly think the Marquis's estate can foresee the future, and made this chair 2 days in advance, just to wait for you to come today, that would be overestimating us. This one wants to sit. Xianxia. Let him try. He does have some skill, but not as miraculous as the rumors say. This servant thinks we should go to the general's mansion to inspect the third miss daily living and meals, then make a judgment. Fine if you can cure her. We won't pursue the matter of Xianxia. I trouble you. First, let's see the third miss usual residence. What's wrong with these? Cover all the windows. Light the lamps now. The monster is here again. Xianxia, don't be afraid of this. He's not silent. He's too scared to cry or shout. You changed rooms, changed bed covers, changed luggage, changed everything. But this little bed and these dolls he likes have always followed him. You think they're cute, but when he wakes up in the middle of the night, in his eyes these things are monsters pressing down on him, ready to devour him. The little tree is gone. All the monsters are chopped down. Dad? Not scared. Little uncle is saying, it's not ghosts or spirits after all. It's just you adults being careless. These are all proper. And there's a small courtyard south of the city. If the princess consort does not disdain it, you may accept them as well. Young madam, you are too kind. The child speaking up is the third misfortune. Xiamen merely observed more carefully. I cannot bear such a heavy gift. Thank you, princess consort. This silver I do not want, nor the courtyard. I only ask for one thing. What happened today? To outsiders say that the manor itself found the ice crystal. Do not mention Xiamen. You are protecting her. Of course I know. The princess consort is not simple either. Refusing this favor and not taking the obvious heavy gifts only makes the general's manner remember it more firmly. The princess consort's thoughts are even more thorough than I imagined. Good, I will remember this debt. And the general's manor will remember it too. Your Marquis Manor truly knows how to leverage influence. Being able to leverage it is also a skill. Young Master Jin, surely you understand even this. Toy sister. This trip has forged a bond with the general's manor. Master, is there something on this servant's face? Xiami, you are a capable one. Keeping a capable person by my side requires a more secure identity. How about you change your status? This isn't the attire of a first-class maid, is it? Aren't you about to rise up? Rise to what? A concubine who? Me, you don't know. What do I know? Check it out. I'd have to be crazy to become a concubine. What would I gain from that? For a man who never comes home. Or for the back courtyard, where I'd fight every day till my head aches. You really don't want to. I really don't. Whoever wants to take the concubine path can take it. I'm not going. Fine, then go tell the master yourself. Are you sure? I have. This servant will not be a concubine. Why? This servant wants to live a good life. But not like this. Relying on a man, on a spirit pet, or on scraps of favor, that path is too dirty and too dangerous. Today, a concubine. Tomorrow, a discarded pawn. The examples of concubines are right there. This servant has seen enough. If the master truly wishes to keep me, then give me another pass. What pass? I want to open a shop in the capital under your name. A shop? I can do more than just mind children. I can make these things, sell them, and earn silver. You're quite bold. If I don't want to be a concubine, I have to offer something more valuable, don't I? This wooden duck, Brother Zhuan likes it. Sister Zhuan likes it too. A bamboo dragonfly. Needless to say, every child chases after it. A high chair lets a child sit and eat on their own. A baby carriage saves adult strength. A little play kitchen can keep older kids busy all day. These things really haven't been seen in the capital. If they're actually made, the wealthy circles would scramble to buy them. Not just selling goods. We can also sell convenience, sell dignity, sell the idea of raising children well. Let's continue with this matter. What the Marquis Manor lacks most right now isn't just silver. It also lacks connections, lacks external allies, lacks someone who can speak a word for you at a critical moment. Friendships between adults sometimes don't form as fast as through children. Whose child is difficult to handle? Whose child is a picky eater? Whose child cries at night? Which lady isn't troubled by these? As long as we can solve these problems, they will naturally come to us. You're using children to make connections. Yes, using children to build favors. First, use the children to break into the lady's circle. Then rely on the shop to accumulate silver. Grasp both silver and favors. Whether it's for future visits to the manor to maintain relations, or to pave the way for young Master Zhuan. We'll have the confidence. Master, haven't you been just towing it out all along? But the worst thing about towing it out is having nothing in hand. Men strive for their future outside, while women in the inner court must also prepare a retreat for themselves and their children. You've thought even further ahead than I have. This servant only wishes to make our lives better and better. All right. Dong Rong. Allocate one of my dowry shops in a good location. For the accounts, staff, and purchasing. Let him pick first. If there's a loss, it's on me. If there's profit, you take 30%. 30%, master, that's two. I want to keep people. Naturally, I have to keep them firmly.
水怎么办？我的饭
Master,
呢
what about Kyushui?
哟，一等丫鬟还
Where's
缺这
my
一
meal?
口
Oh,
时
a
辰
first
过
class
了
maid still lacks this
饭
bite.
早分完了
The time has
主
passed.
子既
The
看
food
重
was
你
already
你
distributed
一
long ago.
想法
Since
子
the
就
master
是
favors
再厉
you,
害，
you'll
也不过
have
是
to
个小
find
丫
another
鬟
way. No
真
matter
把
how
自己当
capable,
主
you're
子
just a
了
little maid.
行，今天这顿
Do you
我记
really
下
think you're the master?
你记得住
Fine,
就
I'll
好
remember this meal
一顿
today.
饭是小
Humph,
事，
as long
可
as
他
you
们不
remember.
是要饿我，
A meal
是
is a
想
small
逼我
matter,
低头。
but they're not trying to starve me. They want to force me to bow my head.
这丫头换了屋子也不说清楚，害我白
That girl
跑
changed rooms without explaining clearly, making me come all this way for nothing. Who did this?
好，没伤着骨头。天气日高
At least the bones aren't hurt. Apply some ointment for a few days.
你床上什么味儿？
No. What's that smell on your bed?
他们是真想毁了你。
Oh,
去禀主子，
they really want to destroy
现在就
you.
去。对，
Go report to the
到主子
master.
跟前，
Right
非把这
now.
帮脏东西揪出来不
Yes,
可
tell the master directly. I will root out these filthy
等
people.
等，还等什么？本来我是想告状的，
Wait, what are you waiting
现
for?
在
I was going to
我不
report
想
it.
只告状。东荣
But
姐，
now I don't just
我
want
本
to
来不想
report
说
it.
的，这是
Sister
祝红的
Dongrong, I didn't
我
want to
刚
say
才追
this.
出去时，
This
在门
is
边
Zhu
捡
Hong's
到的
earring.
可刘松
I
姐
found
那
it by
边
the door
我没
when
敢
I
说，
chased after
为啥
them.
不说？刘仙
But
姐
I
今
didn't
天
dare
已
tell
经
Sister
伤了
Liasang.
腰，
Why
我
not?
欺负
Sister
她。
Liuxian already hurt her
要
back
是知道
today.
是祝红，
And she's in a
肯定
fiery
要闹
temper.
翻天。
If she finds out it's Zhu
我
Hong,
怕
she'll
闹到主子
definitely
跟
cause a
前
huge uproar.
不好收场。你
I'm
倒还替
afraid
他
it'll
们
be
考
hard to
虑上
settle
了，
if it
不是
reaches the
替他们，
master.
是替
You're
韩冰
actually
院想。
thinking for them now.
可他们都把
Not
手
for
伸到我
them,
床上
for
了，
Han
我
Dion's
也不
sake.
能当没看
But
见。
they've already reached into my
这事儿
bed.
你别管
I can't pretend I
我去
didn't see
查。
it. Don't
劳
worry
烦
about
东
this
荣
anymore.
姐，
I'll investigate.
一
Thank
个
you,
去查
Sister
祝
Dongrong.
红，一个去咬祝红背
One
后的
goes to
人。
check on Zhu
苏嬷
Hong.
嬷，这回你
The
想走
other
也
goes
没那么
after the
容易。
one behind
敢
Zhu
拿我
Hong.
的簪子
Eunuch
做
son,
文
you
章，
won't escape this
真
time.
当我好欺
Daring
负。
to use my hairpin as a weapon.
刘仙
Do
姐，
you really think I'm easy to
少
bully?
叔让你热敷，
Sister Liuxian, the young master told you to apply a hot compress.
他们
The
冲
more
你
I
来
think
就
about it,
算，
the more disgusted I
还
feel.
想顺手把
If
我
they came
拖
after
下
you, that's one
水，说
thing.
明他们怕你。
They even tried to drag me down with them.
他们是
It
找
means
死。
they fear you.
我刚才回想了一
Fear
下，
me, they're courting
那
death.
盆水泼下来之
I
前，
just thought back just
门
now.
口有股油
Before
烟
that
味儿，
basin of water was
像是
thrown,
小厨房
there was a
常
smell
用
of
的
cooking
锅
oil
里。
at the door.
小厨房，
It smelled like the
也
lard
可能是
often
我
used
闻
in the
错了，
small
毕
kitchen.
竟我以
The
前
small
在灶上
kitchen,
待
maybe
久
I
了，
misidentified it.
鼻子对
After
这
all,
些
I
味
spent a
儿
long
敏
time
感。
by the stove
你
before.
没闻
So
错，
my nose is sensitive to
苏
those
嬷嬷那
smells.
帮老东西
You didn't
真是
misidentify
活
it.
腻了。刘
That old
湘
hag
姐，
son and her
先
cronies
养
really
腰，
have a death wish.
养个屁！
Sister
明天我就
Liusheng,
让他们
first
知
tend
道
to your back.
什么叫
Tend to
手
it, my
贱
ass.
下
Tomorrow
场。
I'll make them know. What happens when you get too handsy? Miss Liusheng,
我的
what
簪
are
子
you doing?
怎么会在小满旧屋门口？你来
How did
说。
my hairpin end up at Xiaomen's
我不
old
知道。
room's door?
那这个呢？
You tell me.
你的耳坠
I don't
又
know.
怎么会掉在那
What
儿？
about this then?
不是我，
How did your earring fall there
我是
too?
耳坠，掉哪儿不
It
是
wasn't
掉
me, I didn't.
刘翔姑
It's
娘，
just an
杜荣
earring.
姑娘，
It
你
could
们
fall
这样
anywhere.
按着人逼问，
Miss
未
Liuxiang,
免太
Miss
过了吧。
Dongrong, pressing
怎么？
someone like this for answers.
每回出
Isn't
事
that going
都
too
是你
far?
干预。
How is
你
it that
倒
every
是顾
time
得起，
something
他
happens,
胆
it's your
子小，
maid?
经不起
You
我
sure
一个
protect her
挑
well.
下。胆子
She's
小，
timid.
还
She
敢往
can't
别人
handle
床
this
上
kind
放
of
水
scare
壶。
from you. Timid, yet she dares to put a water goo on someone's bed. I really didn't put it.
我何时说过是你放的？人一慌，自己就把
When
嘴
did I
张开。
say you put it?
从今天
When
起，
people panic, they
你
blurt
最
things
好
out
夹着
themselves.
尾巴做人。
From today
再让我
onward,
抓到一次，
you'd better keep your head
我让
down
你再
and
喊多
behave.
远，
If I
连字
catch
都
you
哭不
again,
出来。
I'll make you unable to even cry in Hinda courtyard.
哟，没砍着啊，你命还挺大。
Oh, missed the cut, huh?
孙嬷
You're
嬷，
quite lucky to be
手抖成
alive.
这样就别碰刀了。
Nanny son, with your hands shaking like that, don't touch the knife. If you cut off your own hand one day, you can't blame anyone else. You little wretch. You really think you're someone important. Did you cause Zhu Heng's trouble behind the scenes? He's clumsy-tongued and got himself sent in. What does that have to do with me? Don't play dumb ever since you entered Hinhe courtyard. There's been no peace here. You drove away the wet nurse, fought with Xianxia, and even us old-timers you don't respect. You're nothing but a venomous snake. A venomous snake, then you'd better be careful. A snake bites the loudest one. You? You're next. Oh, nanny son. What are you doing? Nothing, my hand slipped on the mistress bird's nest. A slip of the hand is no small matter. What are you trying to say? I don't want to say anything. I just think maybe we can help each other. Isn't Xianxia making things hard for you too? An enemy's enemy might not be a friend first. Talking in the kitchen together. What, Xianxia and Nanny Sun have teamed up? Are you sure? Almost certain. One wants to use a borrowed knife to kill. The other wants someone to take the fall. They fit right together. Mother, you have no idea what kind of life I live in the vice minister's mansion. Winner keeps pestering me at night. I can't sleep a wink all night long. Aunt won't help me. She even scolds me for not knowing how to care for a child. How dare she torment you like this? If I weren't truly at my wit's end, I wouldn't have come back to my maiden home and suffer this humiliation. I heard that Zhao Ma in sister-in-law's courtyard is the best at taking care of children. He even cured Zhuangge's colic. If he agrees to come back with me for a while, maybe Winner will get better too. Are you asking for Winner? Or for someone else? What does sister-in-law mean by that? In the vice minister of Wark's residence, isn't there also a young brother-in-law who just had a child? This time you came back. Are you truly worried about Winner? Or are you scouting for ready talent for your in-laws? Xianxia. Are you pregnant again or not? I am truly worried about Winner. Second miss, your complexion looks off. What's wrong? This servant thinks you seem severely weakened. It would be safer to call Uncle Zhao to take your pulse. Go fetch Uncle Zhao. Mother, no need to trouble yourself. I just haven't rested well these past few days. Since it's nothing, why are you panicking? Your mouth complains that your in-laws pushed you hard, but your belly is already fighting for them. Xianxia, this trip back was truly not in vain. Second miss is already 2 months pregnant. It's just that second miss was severely depleted before. With insufficient qi and blood, the fetal condition is unstable. If you exert yourself any further, I fear this pregnancy will be difficult to sustain. You were just crying and saying your in-laws were forcing you. But what about yourself? Your child is still so young, and you're already pregnant again. Mother, what could I do? Aunt watches me every day, and my husband also hopes for a difficult birth. If I don't go along, you are indeed very obedient. Xianxia, with your body in this state now, Xiamen cannot go with you even more. Sister-in-law, if you truly care for Winner, send the child back to the Marquis Manor for a few days. Mother and I can both look after her. As for Xiamen, she cannot leave. Send Winner back to the Marquis Manor. What will my in-laws think of me then? They'll only say I'm incompetent, that I can't even take care of a child properly. So you do know that? Mother, are you really not going to help me? So now in mother's heart, grandsons and granddaughters are more important than me, your own daughter.
主子，将军府的殷小爷来了。
Master, young Master Ying from the general's mansion has arrived. He's brought the third miss with him. He says the bamboo dragonfly is broken. The third miss is crying and demanding to see Xiamen. The bamboo dragonfly is broken. It sure picked a fine time to break. Toy sister. Slow down. He's been fussing all morning, insisting on having this. The break is clean. What do you mean? Hao Chao can't hold it in anymore. Excuse me for a moment. The young master needs to change clothes. You used me. Ever since that day at the general's mansion, your Marquis estate has been riding on our coattails. First, you used treating Sister Zhuan to get close to the general's mansion. Then you used my visit today to let everyone know that the Marquis estate and the Jing family have ties. You lack connections and external support, so you set your sights on the general's mansion. Isn't that right? This young man, bad-tempered as he is, has a mind that turns with astonishing speed. Can't eat it, can't eat it.
主子，这甜羹味不太对。
刘生，在。
Master, the taste of this sweet soup is off. Lu Sheng is here. Trouble sister Lu Sheng to call the person who brought the sweet soup just now.
免得放坏了。
And ask how long the sweet soup has been sitting, lest it spoil and offend our guests. It's that trick again. He's leading people into a trap.
祝红，既然你自己找死，那我就送你一
Zhu
程。
Hong, since you're asking for death yourself,
这一
then
碗
I'll
甜
send
羹
you on your
是你
way.
送来的。是。
These 2 bowls of sweet soup were brought by
闻
you.
这味儿有点怪。
It was me, I just have a keen nose.
可有人动
I smelled something strange about it.
没有。
After you brought it, did anyone touch it? No, absolutely not. Is that so? Then when you brought it, did anyone see you? Yes, of course. I delivered it openly and honestly. I definitely did not poison it.
我不是那个意思。
When did I say it was poison? That's not what I meant. I was just afraid someone might frame me. Who framed you? Xianxia, he has a grudge against me.
是你。
He definitely.
你进门先把
I
炉子
only said the taste was off.
怎么？
Yet you were the one who shouted poison the moment you entered.
你若心里没
How
谱
is it that you know better than I what was added in there? If you had nothing to hide, why panic? I was just confused for a moment. I only added a bit of powder. I didn't mean to kill anyone. I just wanted to frame him. I didn't think it would blow up this big. Spare me, Lady Heir.
你倒
This
是
servant truly
全找
never meant to harm the mistress. So you've confessed
后
everything.
天
Sister Inja, see you tomorrow.
胆子挺大。
The day after,
主要是命也
you've got quite the nerves.
后日子会
Not
死
bad, mostly just
贵
tough
人
to
多
kill.
君
The day
主
after
人
tomorrow,
也死
Kihai Temple will be crowded with nobles.
你身边这
And the
小
eyes
丫
watching will be just as mixed.
不是提醒
Keep an
世
eye
子
on that
妃
little maid of yours.
是特意提醒我
Not a reminder
此
for the
会
Lady
死这么
Heir,
烫
but a specific warning for me. This trip to Kihai Temple is bound to be no
要不
simple
这回
matter.
就别带小满去了。此
Master,
会子人
perhaps
多
this
眼
time
杂
don't bring
万
Xiamen
一
along.
真有人盯
Kihai
着他
Temple is crowded
自然
and
是
full
个
of prying
保守
eyes.
事
If someone
主子
really
如
is
果不
targeting
带
him,
我
any
我
incident
也
would be
听
hard
命
to handle.
只
If
是
you,
只
Master,
是什
choose
么
not to
若
take
真
me,
有人冲我
I will
来
obey.
不带我
But what?
对方也未
If
必
someone
罢
is
手
truly after me,
反
not
倒
taking
会
me
显得
along
我们心虚
won't necessarily
你倒
make
不
them
怕
stop. On the contrary, it would make
可
us
怕
look
也没用
guilty.
去
You're not afraid.
但你记住
Afraid but fear is
少说
useless.
话
Let's go.
少出头能躲
But
贵
remember
人就
this.
躲贵人
Speak less, keep a low profile. Avoid nobles whenever you can.
世子夫在
你如今可不得了了。
Husband the
近年
heir.
好些夫人都在
You've
打
really
听你
come up
身
in the
边那
world
个会
now.
照看孩子的
Many
丫鬟
ladies in the capital are
不过是
inquiring
外头一个
about
传
that
闻
maid of yours who looks after children.
不管真不真
It's just
总
rumors
之
spreading
盯着
outside.
他的人不会少
Whether true or not, there will be no shortage of people watching him. Where's Gan Yu? He was just here a moment ago, wearing a tiger head hat,
小满，
in a green robe, holding a sugar-coated hawthorn stick. Zhao Man, go find him. Yes. With so many people in the temple, if a child really goes missing, he'll vanish in the blink of an eye.
小公子，可算找到你了。别碰我！好家伙，
Young master finally found you. Don't touch me, good heavens.
你脾气还挺大。
Such a fierce temper.
等等，
You're quite
是不是叫
stubborn.
温瑜？不是，嘴
Wait,
倒挺严，多半是
are
在
you
闹
called
脾
Wen
气
Yu? No, quite tight-lipped.
不说算了。
Probably just throwing a
这
tantrum.
个你会吗？
Fine, don't tell me then. Can you do this?
不然呢？
Ah, you can solve it.
继续。你跟
What
我回
else?
去，我就继续。
Continue, you come back with me. And I'll continue.
还算听话。
All right,
你教我。
obedient enough.
先回去。
那你能做我师傅吗？
You teach me, I'll go back
行
first.
先走再说。
Can you be my master? Fine, fine, let's go first and talk later.
找到了。小华，
Found him.
你牵的是谁？
Zhao Huan. Who are you holding? Uncle Huang.
皇叔，
Check it
你
out.
可以让他做我的师傅吗？
完了，
Uncle Huang, can he be my
我
master?
是找错孩子，是
It's
撞上
over.
最惹不起的人了。
We picked up the wrong child. We've run into someone we really can't afford to offend.
见过康王殿下，孩子们胡闹，惊扰王爷了。
Greetings, Prince Kang. The children were being unruly.
丫鬟认错了
We have
人
disturbed your
冲
highness.
撞了小公子。
It was my maidservant who mistook the person. She offended the young master.
奴婢严
Please
重
forgive us, your highness.
请殿下责罚。
皇叔
This servant's eyes were dull.
九连环
Please punish me,
他
your
比府里
highness.
那些先
Just
生
now
都
I said
厉
he
害
could solve the 9 linked rings. He's even better than all the tutors in the mansion. I don't want anyone else. I
小
want
孩子
him.
胡说，王爷别往心里去。
The child is talking nonsense. Please don't take it to heart, your highness. I'm not talking nonsense. He really can do
我
it.
的面解开的。
He just solved it right in front of me.
你会解九连环？
You can solve the 9
王爷
linked
奴
rings.
婢会一点。
那你现
This servant knows a little, your highness.
不是吧？还
Then
想吵
solve
架
it now for your uncle to see. Oh no, an on-the-spot test. Yes, yes, just like that. Click, 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 hariha. Uncles, look. I told you he could do it.
这已经不是认错孩子那么简单了。
Not good.
皇叔，我能
This
让他
is
教
no
我
longer
吗
just a case of mistaking a child.
名字
Uncle, can I have him teach me?
奴婢江小
Your
满
name.
江小满。本王
This
记
servant is Xianxiaman.
完了，
Xianxiaman, this prince remembers you. Oh no, now I've truly caught the eye of an even greater
胆子是
noble.
真不小。
奴婢不是胆子大，
You really
是
have
来
quite the
不
nerve,
及
girl.
怕
This servant isn't bold.
地上凉
I just didn't have time to
今
be
日之
afraid.
事
Get up quickly, the ground is cold. What happened today? Not a single word is to be spoken outside. Yes,
康王难得
I'm
在
afraid
此
it
灰色
will be
露
hard to
面
keep it quiet
偏
even
偏还
so.
点了他的名
Prince Kang
被这
rarely
种
shows up
人
at
记住
Kihai Temple.
不是什么好
Yet he
事
singled me out by
进入
name.
吓着了
Being remembered by someone like him is never a good thing.
我在旁边
You
看
were
着
frightened
都替你
today.
捏了把汗
Frightened,
那
so you
位
do no
小公
fear.
子突然一句
Watching
师
from the
傅
side, I
我
was sweating
腿
for
都快
you.
软了
That young master
理解得
suddenly
很
called out
好
Mystere.
解得
My legs
再
nearly
好
gave out.
也不
But you
如
handled
没
it well.
解
No matter
康
how
王
well
不是
I
长
handled
公
it,
主
it would have been
长
better
公
not
主
to
要
have
的是
to.
采侯
Prince
服
Kang
丫
is
鬟
not the eldest
康王这样的
princess.
人
The
若真
eldest
要
princess
做
seeks
事
outward
未
submission.
必会提
Someone
前
like
露
Prince
出
Kang. If he
主
truly
子的
intends
意
to
思
act,
是先别
he
慌
may not show his hand
真正
beforehand.
可怕的不是
The
他
master
今日
means
记
don't
住了
panic yet.
是外头有
What's
人
truly
会拿他
frightening
记
isn't
住
that he
你了这
remembered you
件事
today. But that others outside will use his remembering
叫我
you
来
to make trouble.
今日慈惠寺的事，你听说了吗？
You called me
什么
here.
事？
What's the matter? Have you heard about today at Kihei Temple?
你说
What matter? Xianxia showing off in front of Prince Kang. Tell me, a maidservant. If she harbors improper thoughts again, won't she be in for a world of trouble? You want to use this to get her. It's not me who wants to get her. In this household, those who hate maids climbing into beds the most
听说康
are
王
more
都记
than
住
one.
名字了
It's him. He heard Prince Kang even remembered her name.
要不要我给你们找点别的活儿干？
His tongue is too idle.
何必这么
Do you
凶
want me to find
人
you
家
some
小
other
婉
work
如
to
今是
do?
大人物了
Miss
我们
Dungrung,
议论两
why
句
so
不成
fierce? Our Xiamen is a big shot now. Can't we even gossip a little? Nanny son, gossiping about the master and honored guests. By the rules, deserves a slap on the mouth. If you can't remember,
会拿鸡毛
I
当
can go
令
ask
箭
Sister Lu Sheng for you. You sure know how to use a chicken feather as a command arrow. Better than using your tongue as a knife. What's wrong? Gossip has already started in the courtyard. Saying I've climbed up the noble's high branch. Faster than I expected. Does the mistress want to suppress it first? Are you afraid? Yes. What I fear most isn't others cursing me. It's that someone will use this as an excuse to say you can't control. Those around you saying Han Dai court is unclean.
闲话多了
You see clearly. Lately, there's been a lot of idle talk in the courtyard. I don't care who started it. Starting today, if anyone discusses the noble outside or spreads rumors, all masters and servants in the courtyard will be severely punished. Light punishment means slapping the mouth. Heavy punishment means being sold off. Also, Xianxia is a third-class maid I personally promoted. Whoever finds her displeasing, finds me displeasing. Have I made myself clear enough? Yes. Is the concubine about to give birth? It's not time yet. How could it be this fast? Go fetch the midwife. Hurry, princess consort. The concubine is about to give birth. She keeps calling for Miss Xiaowen, saying only she can make her feel at ease. This trick again. Have you summoned the midwife, the birthing woman, and the medical woman? All summoned, but the concubine is in great pain. She won't let anyone enter the room. Only calling for Miss Xiaowen. Isn't it a coincidence, happening right at this critical moment? And yet they still called on me. What do you think? I have no choice but to go. If something really happens to her, the blame will fall on you. But I can only go to offer superficial comfort. I can't truly get involved in the core matters of childbirth. Lu Sheng, you go with him. Zhao Man, you're here. Rest assured, Auntie. The midwives are all here. Father, there's really something wrong with this child. The labor isn't going smoothly. You need to push harder. The baby's born. It's a boy.
好，侯府又添男丁，
Excellent, the Marquis' estate has another son.
今儿你也算有功。
Congratulations, mother. You've done well today, too. This servant dares not take credit. It is merely the midwife's duty. Ah, wait.
哭得不对，像是身上扎着了。
The young master's cry sounds wrong, as if something is pricking him. There you go again. A newborn cries a few times. Isn't that right? Open him up and we'll see. Open him up.
这怎么会？
有人不想这孩子平安长大，
How can this
或
be?
者有人想借这孩子
Someone doesn't want this child to grow up safely. Or someone wants to use the child to stir up trouble. Investigate this. Not a single person in this room is to leave. Madam, please see clearly. We were only focused on delivering the baby. How would we dare to touch the family heirloom? Someone wants to harm my child.
还是
Madam, you must seek justice for
太
us.
难分了。
This crying, it's truly frightening. Or is it just a pretense?
现在谁
It's
都
too
想
hard to tell.
但
Who
这
do you
分
think
放得
it
太
is?
显眼
Right
像是
now,
怕人
everyone
发
wants
现
to.
不了
But this
说实话，
needle was placed too
我觉得
conspicuously,
不像单纯害
as
孩
if
子
afraid no one would find it. Honestly, I don't think it's just about harming the child. If they truly wanted to harm him, they would have hidden it deeper, or simply used poison. This way, it's more like they want it to be discovered. If discovered, the lady will surely be furious. Mingqian courtyard will fall into chaos. And you, as the head wife, will bear the brunt. You will be suspected of lax governance, even suspected of being unable to tolerate a concubinous son. He certainly knows how to pick his timing. We traced it a bit. The person delivering new swaddling to Mingxia courtyard tonight was stopped by Xianxia on the way. Again him, he said he was ordered to check the stitching, and even reached in to rummage through it. What about the person delivering the swaddling? He's already scared to tears. Can't say for sure whether Xianxia actually did anything. He's deliberately putting himself in the spotlight. If he really did it, he wouldn't be this stupid. If he didn't do it, he still wants it to look like he did. Then what's he after? Chaos? The more chaos, the safer for those hiding deeper. Since Xianxia wants so badly to be suspected, let's grant him half his wish. What does the master mean? Don't touch him for now. Let him think he's still in the game. Then leak the news to concubine coup. Let him think we've already fixed our sights on Qiushui. That way, the real culprit will breathe a sigh of relief and reveal their next move. Sister Xiamen, you've been quite idle these past 2 days. Everyone suspects me. What else can I do? Why are you so anxious? No one has actually said it's you. I'm just afraid the master will misunderstand. Whether the master misunderstands or not doesn't matter. What matters is what concubine Ku thinks. As expected, his greatest concern isn't it's concubine Ku. Sister Wenzi, your shop hasn't even opened yet, but your goods have already hooked my child. If the child likes it, then it's worth it, young madam, if you don't mind. You can try it out first. If anything's off, we can adjust it. Another day, I'll bring 2 of my close lady friends to take a look. This part needs to be rounded. No sharp edges allowed. A child getting hurt is no small matter. Yes, Miss Jiang, rest assured. With that attitude, you don't seem like a maidservant. More like a young boss. I've taken a 30% share. So naturally, I have to look the part. Haha, this little chair is really sturdy. If you sit in this wooden cart too long, your legs will get stiff, better to drag it instead. The straps here are made of soft cloth. They won't chafe, this tray is detachable. Just wash it directly after eating. So convenient. Mike Soner has tried several pieces and found them all very handy. A grand opening success. Over there, they're asking what the Marquis mansion has been busy with lately. The Anjiang Xiamen are opening a shop south of the city, using the children to win over the circle of ladies. She really has that skill. She does have the skill, but she's also drawing more and more attention. Tell them over there, if they don't act soon, he'll truly rise up. Finally caught you. Will you confess or shall I make you? The gray-scurfed woman at the back gate, the old token of the Grand Princess's estate, still pretending to be a servant. I only passed along a few words. Passing 1 word is still passing. Passing 10 words is also passing. Who exactly do you work for? It was someone from the Grand Princess's estate who approached me. I didn't dare disobey. Besides you, who else? I don't know the full picture. I truly don't know. I only know that someone at the Mingqian courtyard also passed messages outside. 2. It's Kaining, the maid by concubine Ku. She goes out through the side gate and brings news back to concubine Ku. Take her away and keep her under guard. Don't let her die, and don't let her see anyone. Yes, Lady Heir. I've confessed everything. Please spare my life. The most dangerous time for such a pawn is not when they do evil. But when they're about to be discarded, should we move against concubine Ku now? Not enough to truly uproot her. Concubine Ku needs irrefutable evidence that even the Marchioness can't cover up. But she just gave birth to a son, and is in favor, so we must find leverage through that child. It's not about harming the child. The child is Ku, Ikyang's greatest weakness. Xiamen has arrived. The here's consort sent me to see the young master. The young master's cries are so strong. He will surely become a formidable figure in the future. May your words come true. This silver lock is quite unique. It's an heirloom from my maiden home. You suspect this. His reaction was too quick, and this pattern doesn't look like Central Plains style. It resembles the patterns on goods from the Western markets who merchants. Investigate, but don't look into concubine Ku. First, check this log. The young master of Prince Kung's mansion has been fixated on the 9 linked rings. His Highness ordered me to deliver this invitation. Please ask Miss Jiang to visit the mansion in 3 days. Understood, go back and report. Say the Marquis' mansion will arrive on time. It really came. Can I not go? No. What does the mistress plan to bring? We can't go empty-handed. Since that young master is interested in learning games, bringing these is better than gold or silver. You've thought it through thoroughly. But a place like Prince Kung's mansion is even harder to navigate than the Grand Princess's residence. Remember, this time you're not going to curry favor, nor to show off. Do only one thing. Make Prince Kang see you as useful, but not so indispensable that he can't do without you. Only by being useful can you survive. Don't be too unique. Only then won't you be forcibly detained. This servant understands. Found it, Xishi. An old silversmith recognized it. This is a silk pattern commonly used by northern D merchants. That silver lock wasn't made in the capital. It came in with the border traders. Concubine Ku, a concubine in the inner residence. How could she have something from the northern D? There's worse. The silversmith said such ornaments aren't usually prepared for daughters. They're used to calm male infants. This child might not be the here's at all. If the child's bloodline is different, then it's no longer just jealousy in the inner residence. It's collusion with outsiders. We can't be certain yet, but it's clear. The hand behind concubine Ku is bigger than we thought. Tomorrow, you go to Prince Kung's mansion. I'll keep watching concubine Ku. Xiamen, your path is likely to rise higher and higher. The Grand Princess looks down with a knife at her throat. It's like smiling while inviting you into a cage. Remember the master's words from last night. See little, ask little, reveal little. It's Miss Jiang. The prince and the young master are both waiting for you. Still both waiting. That sounds terrifying. You've arrived, greet the prince. Greet the young master. You teach today, I'll teach today. First, see what the young master wants to learn. This, and that wooden board you had last time that fits together. I see. Who taught you these things? Your Highness, this servant, when in the countryside, saw some little toys for amusing children. I figured out how to modify them myself. Figured out yourself, a maidservant. Quite ingenious. I just thought a bit more while attending the young master. Uncle, I want her to come from now on. Only she can do it, no one else. You are a teacher. She's not, she teaches me to play. Little ancestor, please say less. She is from the Marquis' manor. Not from the prince's manor. But if the Marquis' manor is willing to lend her, it's not impossible. First match the edges, then find the same color. Troublesome. Then don't learn, I will. He's not afraid of me. This is interesting. No wonder he took a liking to me right away. It's not that I'm so amazing. It's that everyone around him is too stiff. What's in your Marquis manner? Last time at the temple, I saw him with an old woman, talking sneakily. What did she look like? Pale face, narrow eyes, speaking in a coquettish tone. Annoying to look at. He also looked at you with bad intentions. The young master rarely sits still today. You did well. It's the young master's intelligence. Quite good at answering. A reward is just a set of stationary toys. For the child's use. Take them back. When you come another day, you can continue teaching. This is no longer a simple reward. It's a farm arrangement for another day. Thank you, Your Highness. I barely dared to breathe just now. Me too, but this trip wasn't bad. How is it not bad? I've almost become half an unofficial tutor in the prince's mansion. At least the prince didn't forcibly detain anyone. Nor did he openly mobilize troops. He gave rewards and left a way out. It shows he truly only cares about the young master. Not for anything else. But if I go to the prince's mansion just twice, the rumors outside will slap themselves in the face. That is indeed the most troublesome part. I still have to go to the master's mansion. The first time can be put off, but the second time is hard to refuse. Rather than let others manipulate us, it's better to set our own rules. What rules? First, don't go alone. Someone from my courtyard must accompany me. Second, only teach the young master pastimes. Don't get involved in other matters. Third, use this connection to build goodwill with the prince's mansion. But don't meddle in the Mencion's internal affairs. This servant understands. This pattern is not an ordinary Northern D merchant mark. Then what is it? It looks like a protective pattern used by a collateral branch of the Northern D royal court. On the deposit lock of Ninying. Are you sure? Not entirely. But it's about 70 to 80% similar. This old man saw it once on the border when he was young. This is no longer as simple as foreign goods flowing into the capital. If it truly is a pattern from a collateral branch of the Northern D royal court, then concubine Ku's child, without solid evidence, no one is allowed to speak of this. This thread is too heavy. Once it's pulled open, it may not just be concubine Ku who dies. He naturally understands. If it really drags out that the bloodline of an enemy has infiltrated the Marquis Manor, everyone in the manor will be dragged into the mud. What are you doing? Nothing much. Just taking you to answer a few questions. I'm one of concubine Ku's people you've caught. Exactly, we are concubine Ku's people. Caught the right one, Nian. This servant doesn't know. I was just delivering a message for the concubine. To whom? To an old woman selling needles and thread outside. What did the needle and thread woman look like? Mother, this concubine truly doesn't know. Koinong did these things behind my back. She's served me for a long time, so I trusted her. Who would have thought she'd dare to secretly communicate with a servant outside? Where did she get such audacity? This concubine doesn't understand either. I'm afraid someone saw me favored by the prince and deliberately planted a seed of disaster in my courtyard. Then it's even more reason to investigate thoroughly. Sounds like a wolf howling. Xianxia, what are you looking at? Look, the young master's cry is so loud. He has a strong constitution. These past 2 days, the young master has been thinking about the puzzle meal Miss Jiang taught. And he's eaten half a bowl more. His Highness ordered this servant to come fetch Miss Jiang. Just a little longer. Please wait a moment, eunuch. This is the second time he's come. Going to the prince's manor. And there's such a small child too. This is the young master of the secondary consort. Today, he was brought out to bask in the warmth. Tummy hurts. If your stomach hurts, drinking it will be even more bitter. Something's definitely off.
做什么？你教我。
But this isn't the Marquis Manor. And certainly not Brother Zhuan. Why are you looking at him? You taught me to only attend to the young master. Why did you look at him just now, or did you come?
只是一眼，
I only heard the young master crying loudly.
你很会看
I
盘。
glanced over instinctively. Just one glance. I heard you're good at watching children. That's just idle gossip. Then tell me what's wrong with him. Such is the way of the world. I dare not speak recklessly. As for ailments, a child's crying and fussing mostly boils down to a few things: hunger, bloating, or pain. Or perhaps eating something unsuitable. For instance, feeding rice porridge too early. Some children have weak stomachs. They may not be able to handle it. Miss Jiang, watch your words. The young master has always been fed this way. I was just speaking offhand. I wouldn't dare take it seriously. Stop the rice porridge and summon the assistant physician. Today, thanks to Miss Jiang's single remark, the assistant physician examined him. He said the young master has been bloated lately and was just about to stop the rice porridge. This isn't a bad thing. For us, it might not be over yet. Now he truly thinks I'm useful. A mere scullery maid actually climbed up. Since he's so good at watching children, let him watch an older one this time. This most beautiful one is to be sent to Lady Wei. Another portion goes to the general's mansion. Keep 2 more portions for display at the shop entrance. Shop No opens today. There must be no mistakes.
赔什么？
Rest assured, rest assured. No mistakes. If there really is one, I'll pay for it myself. Pay for it with a ball. I'm not paying for your
哪
ball.
个庄子上的？
Sister Dungrong. A reply has come from the estate outside the
他那
city.
边还有什么可来回话的？
Which estate?
曲姨娘昨夜
It's
又
from
冒出来
concubine Ku's side.
一会儿
What's there to reply from her side?
一会儿
The estate says concubine Ku stirred up trouble again last night. One moment she was crying over the child. The next she was shouting that it wasn't the Marquis seed. She made a racket for most of the night. She's still alive. Alive, yes. But she's nearly broken. Ever since she gave birth to that child, she suffered a hemorrhage that damaged her body. And her mind is sometimes clear, sometimes muddled. Later, the child died before reaching a full month. The Marquis' wife found her unlucky, so she was sent early to the estate to recuperate. They call it quiet recuperation, but it's no different from house arrest. That child really died. In name, it's dead, but the manor was in chaos then, and the staff at Mingcheng Courtyard changed quickly. No one can say for sure who saw it with their own eyes. The child nominally died, and concubine Ku, raving mad, was sent to the estate. This cleanup is too deliberate, too neat. No need to trouble yourself over him. If the master is merely mad, the estate can naturally keep him. If one day he suddenly dies, it wouldn't be strange. Some people aren't worn down by illness.
要出门了。
It's because they know too much. They don't live long. Mother, I'm going out today.
日开张，
Going out to see your sister Zhao Huan earn some silver.
减3成，买10两送不
Opening day today. Baby strollers, high chairs, and feeding bowls off everything.
排队。
Spend tails and get a free rattle drum. Spend tails and get a free teething wooden ball. Line up in the back. Don't crowd the kids. Fly, fly.
我娘家
I want to fly again.
你瞧
So
见没
steady. This is way easier than carrying
第
them.
一家开张还热
I'll
闹
take 2. My sister-in-law just gave birth too.
第一家是新鲜，
Did
第
you
二
see
家
that?
是名气
This is even livelier than the
第三
first
家
shop's
开起来
opening.
咱们
Of
就
course,
是
the
京
first shop
城
brings
第一
novelty.
号
The second brings
什么第一号
reputation.
赚
Once the
钱
third
第
one
一号
opens, we'll be the number 1 mother and baby shop in the
小
capital.
心贵人们
Number
听了
1
笑
what?
话
Number 1
他们
at
笑
making
他们
money.
我赚
Don't just
我
focus
的
on
你还
counting
有心
silver.
思数银
Be
的
careful, the nobles might hear
我
and
谣言
laugh.
现在都传
Let
疯
them
了
laugh. I'll earn my
什
money.
么
You still have the
江
mind to
小
count
马胆
silver.
大包
The
天
rumors outside
超
are
王请
spreading
他
like
上门都
wildfire.
敢拒
What are
还
they
有
saying
更
about
离谱
me?
的
Xianxia is bold as brass, even dared to refuse Prince Heng's invitation. And even more outrageous ones say that you're using some kind of fox spirit sorcery to seduce both Prince Kang and Third Master Jin. Who did I seduce? I seduced the god of wealth. But the master said, this wind is blowing too strong. He told you not to leave the city alone lately. And don't casually attend banquets. I know I'm a hot commodity now. I need to cherish my life, open a shop, and earn silver. That's the right path. Where's that child's voice coming from? Who left a child here? Quick look, it's not here. This isn't an abandoned infant or anything. He was sent here by someone. My fragrant. A fragrant room, gold hairpins, a woman. What did you hear? He remembers someone carrying him out of the house. His mother is still alive. Who would do such a thing? Either they're begging me to save a life, or they're using him to test me. My child was sent in. He really did pick him up. What happens next? Wait and see if he'll toss the child out as a nuisance, or if he'll dive right in. Say he's investigating it. Then let him see just how bad the child's situation really is. Didn't you already send a letter? Why come in person again? This servant dared not come at first, but concubine Ku was causing a terrible scene last night. She insisted on seeing the princess consort. She kept muttering the same chilling words over and over. What did she say? She grabbed this servant's hand and shouted, "Don't trust anyone in the delivery room. Don't trust the red string. Don't trust the milk token." Who else have you told these words to? No. This servant dared not tell a soul. It's just that concubine Ku fainted again this morning. The estate manager feared it might really lead to a death, so he sent me to report. It's not raving. I'm afraid he really knows something. Something about empresses and consorts. Send the person back first. Master, won't you bring concubine Ku back to question her? Bring her back in her current state. Would bringing her back be for questioning or for kindling a fire? The Marquis's wife won't allow it. There are also eyes on him outside. If he truly knows something, the ones most anxious right now won't be us. Master means someone else will make a move on him first. If what he said is truly raving, no one will pay him any mind. But if it's not, he won't live much longer. So now you must not lose your composure. As for the estate, I'll have someone keep an eye on you. Go investigate the child in your care. Don't trust Hongsheng. Don't trust the mistress. Mianing, don't cry. What did you hear now? This female infant is not an isolated case. She is very likely one cleared out from the same old net. Look at this pattern. Have you seen it before? This isn't a common embroidery pattern seen on the streets. It's an old-style round weave pattern from the south. Where in the south? The Jiangnan region, especially the old workshops in Suzhou and Hangzhou. But this pattern was common in earlier years. In recent years, it has become rare. Could an ordinary embroiderer make this? Or is it exclusive to high-ranking households? This kind of stitch, this kind of lining and edging, at least it was made by someone working in the inner courtyard. A poor family wouldn't waste effort on an old swaddling cloth. That further proves he was deliberately disposed of. Someone from the palace has arrived. Miss Jiang, Consort Xian requests your presence. Her Highness has heard of your ingenious mind and your skill in coaxing and delighting. She specially invites you to the palace tomorrow to present a few toys for the third princess. This servant is but a humble shopkeeper. How dare I trouble Her Highness? I am grateful for Her Highness' regard. I told you, Miss Jiang, there's no need for modesty. Tomorrow at the 4th hour, wait at the palace gate. What perfect timing. The child just arrived at the palace, and now you're summoned. It is quite coincidental, as if someone deliberately arranged it, one after the other. Paving the way for me. Consort Xian summoning you now. It can't be just about toys. This servant thinks so too. First, an abandoned infant. Then, a summons from the palace. I feel like someone is trying to push you into deep water. Master concubine coup. Those mad rumblings from the estate. I always felt they weren't just nonsense. Coincidentally, I think so too. But for now, we can't touch him because of concubine coup. If it truly is an old fuse, it will explode on its own. First, tend to this new little sister. Don't let her cry. A baby girl of unknown origin. A consort Xian who suddenly shows favor. A midwoman concubine coup, whose every word hits the mark. This season may not start with a single case, but with an old net closing again. Hey. Don't trust the red string. Don't trust the milk plate. So it wasn't just a random shout. What he said and what's on this child, they are fundamentally the same thing. The master came from the capital. What did the letter say? Xianxia opened a second shop. The moment I left, he's been thriving even more. Your Highness, shall we add fuel to the fire in the capital? No rush, a little girl who understands English. If she only saves a few children, that's one thing. But if she really follows the trail from the children, then, let's first see how far she can trace. Zushi is still alive. The people at the estate say, he cries every night. The child also keeps shouting. It's not the first one. Useless is useless. Can't even handle the stage. He even blurted out such a small matter. Tell the estate, if he truly goes mad and can't be stopped, let him die of illness. News came from the estate again. Last night, in the latter half of the night, concubine coup. The estate suddenly called for a doctor. They said concubine coup had convulsions and barely survived. Such a coincidence, it's not a coincidence. Someone knew she started talking nonsense. This time, the estate matron secretly added a message. She said before concubine coup fainted. She kept clutching something under her pillow, muttering, don't let them find it. There's something under the pillow. He's not just suffering from a cold. He's desperately leaking something. Should we send someone to retrieve it? What does the master say? The master says we can't act openly for now. The Marquise is also watching. And outsiders may be watching too. But if there's truly a chance, we must get the item into our hands first. Then keep the watch on their estate, don't lose contact. The old thunder hasn't struck yet, but I can already smell. The scent of blood turned up from the earth. They even copied the wooden duck's comb. The craftsmanship is rough, but from afar, it really looks like it. Since Miss Jiang is here, why not come in and take a look? The way of trade has always been 100 schools contending. Contending is fine, but stealing techniques doesn't sound good. Clever ideas under heaven aren't limited to one house. What Miss Jiang makes, why can't others make it too? Of course they can make it. But I'm afraid you've only learned the shell, not the bones. Miss Jiang has become famous throughout the capital lately. Even the palace has asked you to take charge. A well-informed merchant, if not well-informed, won't last long. Actually, I've always admired Miss Jiang. A mere maidservant, building a children's business like this. Impressive if the steward truly admires me. Then sell fewer imitations. Whether you imitate or not doesn't matter. The important thing is that Miss Jiang's path may not be stable.
长势是在提醒
Children,
我
women, the inner court,
还是在
the palace,
威胁
too many are investigating.
都不是。
It's not exactly a good thing, steward. Are you warning me
别把自己
or
从掌
threatening
柜
me?
做成了靶子。
Neither.
这红绳系得太紧
I'm
了
advising
我怕
you out of
勒着
goodwill.
它等等
Don't turn yourself from a shopkeeper into a target.
他手
This
上原
red
来
string
挂
is
过
tied
东
too
西
tightly. I'm afraid it'll choke
会不
him.
会是
Wait.
长命锁不像太细
Did he have something on his hand before?
果然有东西
Could it be a longevity lock?
什么东西
Doesn't look like it's too thin.
能证明它是谁的东西
There is indeed something.
不查，
What is
为
that?
何
因为
Something
你
that
现
can
在
prove
太
who he
锐
is.
一个
Don't
弃婴
investigate.
都能让宫里
Why?
明照
Because
我才
you're
顺着
too
往下跑
conspicuous right now.
别人要动，
Even an abandoned infant can get
连理由都
summoned
不
by the
好
palace
找。
by name.
可孩
If
子
you keep digging
仇富
further,
不是一堂，
others will make a
也不
move
是
on
五
you
块衙门。
without even needing an
夫
excuse.
君
But the child,
是无
the
事
Marquis
生非。
residence isn't a council hall,
我知道，
nor is it a constableziamen.
正因为他不是，
My husband isn't stirring up
所以
trouble for
才
nothing.
更危险。
若因
I
为
know.
危险就不查
Precisely because he
那
isn't.
些孩子就
That
活该
makes
被
it
人换
even
掉
more
扔掉弄
dangerous.
死吗
If
你
we
若连
stop
自己都保不
investigating
住，
just because it's
那
dangerous,
什么保别人？
then those children deserve
好啊。
to be swapped, abandoned, and
你
killed.
说的对
If you can't even
靠
protect
天要
yourself,
报
how can you protect others? All right, you're right,
不好
but
这下
I
要闹
insist
大
on
了
protecting my child.
孩子怎么摔了？
That's their carriage. This carriage caused the trouble. This is going to blow up now.
是照着快乐宝宝
How did the child fall? It's this cart, it's not sturdy.
宝宝的车最稳
This servant heard
万宝
that
行
it was
才照
made
着
in
做了
imitation of Happy Baby's design. I also heard that Happy Baby's carts are the safest.
小少爷
So Winba Workshop copied them.
先别急
Who would have
先跟孩子
thought?
商事
The child still fell. Young master, you are the owner of Happy Baby. Don't rush, first check the child's
他的样
injuries.
子做的。
My child is hurt this badly. And you still want to shirk
江
responsibility.
姑娘，
So it was copied from his design.
可既然
Then the
这
root
车
cause
源头
lies with
设计
him.
与你相似，
相似
Miss
都等于
Jiang, I
一
didn't
样
want to involve you.
更何况孩子
But
为
since
什
the
么摔
Kurt's original
未必
design
是车
resembles
的问
yours,
题
resemblance is not the same as being
这后
identical.
代根本没客
Moreover,
气
why did the child fall? It may not be the Kurt's fault.
平时这样记
This safety
孩
strap
子
wasn't
早
fastened
摔
at all.
800回了
This servant, this is how I
故
always
意
tie
松
it.
开的
If you always
江
tie
姑
it
娘
like this,
说话
the
可要有
child
证
would
据
have fallen 800 times by now.
证据就在他手
You
上
loosened it on purpose. Miss
他刚
Jiang,
才
you
是
need
故意
evidence for
攥着
such
没扣
words.
实好啊原来是
The evidence is in his hand.
都围在这儿做
He
什么？
deliberately tugged on that buckle
哎
just
呀
now.
这不是我
Ah,
们
so
昂
this
回
was a
里先
setup.
入册的小李娘嘛？
All
怎么弄成
gathered here to
这样
do.
原
What?
来他是你们行会的
Uh, isn't this little Liniang, newly
奶娘
registered in
靠
our
手艺
guild?
吃饭
How did it
总
come
不
to
能不
this?
许人接
So she's
活
a member of your guild.
孩子摔
So what
了
if she
先
is?
治孩子
A wet nurse lives by
至
her
于
craft.
车是谁
You
的
can't forbid her
袋子
from
是谁
taking
松
jobs.
的总会
The
查
child
清
fell. Treat the
笑
child
得又
first.
和气
As for whose cart
像
it is,
毒蛇
who loosened the bag,
侯府的
it will be
名声
found out
不靠
eventually.
推卸力
The
争
more genial the
孩子
smile,
受
the more
伤
it
我们
resembles
先
a
管
venomous
孩子
snake.
至
My
于谁
Merquisita's
编做了
reputation
手
is
脚
not built on
迟
shirking blame.
早查
The
明
child is
我
injured.
只求
We'll
我儿
tend to the
平安
child first. As for who
夫
truly
人
tampered
放
with
心
things,
他
it will
伤
be
的不
uncovered
重
sooner or later.
更多是
I
受
only seek
惊
my son's safety.
姨
Rest
那
assured,
个罗三
madam,
娘你怎么
his
看
injuries are not
他不
severe.
是来收拾
He
烂
is
摊
more
子
frightened than hurt.
他是来告诉我奶娘
Ye,
这
that
一块
loosening, what do you
归
make of
她
her?
管
She didn't come to clean up the mess.
牌牌上有
She
什
came
么
to tell me, the
原来
wet
那东
nurse,
西
that
不只
this
是个
area
挂件
is under her
它
jurisdiction.
是认身份的记号
What is on the token? So that thing isn't just an ornament.
香薇姑娘
It's a mark of
我是偷
identity.
偷来的少夫人请说我儿子进来一见我就
Miss Xianxia,
见奶娘
I came in
去
secret.
人
Please
人
speak,
都
young
说
madam.
是孩子认
My
奶
son cries the
可我
moment he
总
sees
觉得
me,
不对
but he smiles when
前
he
几日
sees the
我
wet
听
nurse.
人说
Everyone says it's just the child bonding with the nurse. But I always feel something is off. A few days ago, I heard someone say that you can detect ailments in children. So I brazenly came to beg for your help. How old is the child? 7 months. When did he stop being close to you? A month ago. The wet nurse changed the medicine once. And then again. Wet nurse, this is my son Chen. You, what did you hear? I want to hold him first. The young master is shy with strangers. I fear it might startle him. Miss, the child is crying like this. Yet you still hold him and won't let go. Are you afraid he'll offend me? Or afraid I'll hear something? What did he say? Young madam, you should take leave due to illness first. Young madam, the young master's crying harms his health. Better let this servant withdraw. This child said you are not his mother. Nonsense, the child can't even speak yet. Miss Jiang, how can you scare us with such words? Young Madam Xiao Huan. Are you certain? A child won't mistake a scent. Young Madam, children naturally depend on the one who nurses them. What does that prove? Depending on the wet nurse and affirming she is not his mother. Are not the same thing. Moreover, this child, the moment he sees you, young madam, he fears you and relaxes as soon as you let go. This isn't about closeness. It's habit, you're slandering me. Then do you dare? Let me check her old swaddling clothes from birth. Birthmark records and confinement log. Find everything used when the child was born. Young madam, I said find them. If he truly isn't my child, then your real child might still be alive. But if this gets out, that the legitimate son of the Earl's mansion was swapped, mother-in-law will go mad. The old madam will go mad. The title, genealogy, inheritance, all will be in chaos. Help me, I beg you help me. I'll help you. But from now on, every wet nurse, midwife, and birthing matron in your manor, I will investigate. I carried him for 10 months. I suffered through a night of difficult labor. How could he not be my child? We cannot jump to conclusions yet, but the child's reaction is off. And the wet nurse's expression is suspicious too. If he was truly swapped, where would my child be? Don't make assumptions on your own. The more critical the moment, the less outsiders know, the better. If you lose your composure first, the real culprit will slip away. Something is off here. The young madam gave birth at the hour of the dragon, but the first feeding record says the hour of the snake. That's a full 2-hour gap. That night, I had a difficult labor. I passed out. After that, it was all arranged by the midwives and the mother-in-law. 1 hour is enough to do many things. This inner lining was mended later. Mended? And the stitching isn't from the old embroiderers of the mansion. It looks more like a rushed job by someone outside. It seems you weren't being overly suspicious. Someone did indeed make a move on the night you gave birth. Young madam, this servant has served the young master with utmost dedication. To treat me like this, aren't you chilling the servant's heart? Open it. Xiamen. Indeed. What is this? It's exactly the same as the clue I found on that child. This servant doesn't know, that is not mine. What do we do now? Seize him. Interrogate him under torture. No, he is just a pawn. The one who truly swapped the child. They wouldn't just leave one hand here. You want to cast a line and fish. Spread the word and say, the young madam already suspects the child's bloodline. Tonight, she will invite the clan elders to verify. He will run, right? I'm waiting for him to run. If he really runs, you must catch him for me. Not just catch him.
果然上钩了。
I want to follow him
别急，
and uncover the whole nest behind him.
他不逃出京，
He took the bait indeed.
说明他不是想
Don't rush,
逃，
follow him.
是想回窝。
If he doesn't flee the capital,
找
it means he's not trying to escape,
一个奶娘，
but to return to
夜
his
里不
den.
往家跑，反而来御
Found
婴
it, the
堂
orphanage.
这地方果然有鬼。
A wet nurse,
先别
not
硬
heading
闯
home at night, but coming to the orphanage
这
instead.
种地方敢半夜
This
收
place
人，
is definitely
说明
shady.
里面不止一个接应。
Don't barge in
咱们人
yet.
少，打草
Why
惊
would such a
蛇
place
不
dare
划
take people
算
in at night? It means there's more than one
不
accomplice
止一个
inside.
孩子，
We're few in number.
翻进去
Rattling the
看看
grass and scaring the
只
snake
看
isn't worth
不
it.
动手。
More than one child.
这哪里像正经御
Sneak
婴
in and take a look. Just look, don't act.
货仓。今晚那奶娘送来的
How
东
is
西
this anything
收
like
好
a
了没？
proper imperial
收
medical
好
hall?
了，等明儿柳
It
三
looks
娘
like a
一到人
warehouse.
接，这批单子催
Have the
得
things the
紧，
wet nurse brought
城
tonight
北
been
王
stored
家
away?
那个姑娘
Yes,
不
waiting
能
for
再
third
养
lady
了，
Leah's people to
得
pick them
赶
up
紧
tomorrow.
换出去。
This
还
batch
有
order
两个
is
男
urgent.
娃也要走
That
北
girl from
上
the Wang family in
身
the
份
north of
文
the
书都
city
做好
can't be
了，
kept any longer.
他们真的
We
在
need to
洗
swap
孩
her
子
out
身份。
quickly. And 2 boys need to go
最近
too.
风声紧，
The identity
上头让
documents
咱
for the
们把
North
册
Alley
子
are
都
ready.
烧一遍，
They
年
really
龄后
are
换。
forging the children's identities.
烧了也好。
Hey, the heat's
免
been
得
on
哪
lately.
天落人
The
手
higher
里
ups want us to burn all the
册
registers.
子还在，
Leave no loose ends.
只要找
Humph,
到册
burning
子，
them is fine too.
这里就跑不
Better
了。
than them falling into someone's hands someday. The registers are still here. As long as we find them, this place won't get away.
这小祖宗
Where's that
到
crying
真
coming
的到
from?
时候，
Mama's gone. I want to cry loud.
先拿账册，
This little brat sure knows how to pick a time.
后头有人！
Don't I? Grab the account
册
books
子保全
first.
了，先救人。
Someone's behind us. I can't carry all the registers.
不丢，
Save the people first, let's go.
一个都不丢。
好多小团子。
No one gets left behind.
一晚上救回来这么多，
Not a
咱们这是
single
开
one.
铺子还是开善堂？少说废话。
So many little
先安
bundles.
顿。我不叫狗的，
We rescued
我
this
叫
many
阿
in one
明。
night.
咦
Are
说
we
我
running
得
a shop
有
or a
大
charity
门
house?
这些孩子
Let's talk more
果然
work.
多数都不是
Settle
弃
them
婴
first. My name's not Dog Egg. I'm a Ming. Auntie said my father has a big
哪
gate.
三家？
So most of these kids aren't abandoned after all. Those matching these traits. In the capital, no more than 3 houses.
这孩
Which
子
3?
若
The
真是
Ministry of
其
Rights
中一
Vice
家
Minister's
丢失的
mansion.
嫡子，
The
那
Consarte
就不
left
是
Chief
后宅
Secretary's
丑闻，
mansion.
是
And the
朝
Jing and
廷
Earl's
继
mansion.
承。
If this child is truly the lost legitimate son of one of them, then it's not just a harem scandal. It's about court official inheritance. So we can't act rashly. Once confirmed, it won't just implicate one wet nurse or one Xianxia. It's the very foundation of the capital's noble bloodlines. I heard he abducted many children in the middle of the night. What case investigation? I think he's just using it as a cover. Miss Liasheng,
别冲动，
they're blocking the door.
他们都快
Guests
知道
dare
咱们
not
地上拉
enter.
屎了。这不是寻
This is
常
outright
酒醉
rebellion.
有人在替昨夜
Don't
御
be
婴堂那
impulsive.
把火，
They're
之前
practically
给我
riding
放
on
脏
our
水
heads.
我不能在
This
衣
is
装
no
里装举
ordinary
重
matter. Someone's
你想
gossiping,
怎么
trying to
做？
pin last night's orphanage
不，
fire on me. They're
送
smearing me
过
in
火
advance.
极木将
I
修
can't
理
keep dealing
奶
with them
娘
one by
回
one.
访玩具
What do
使
you
用
plan to
此时
do?
定定
Spread the
时
net and deliver the
快乐
goods.
宝宝
Urgent
所有
wood
能
pulp
进
repairs,
后宅
wet
接纳
nurse
孩子
follow-up
的渠
visits,
道全都
toy
变成
trials,
眼睛
customized supplementary food. Happy
他们
baby.
用网
Every
捉
channel
孩
that
子
can enter the inner
那我
chambers
就用
and
更
see
大
the
的网
children.
把他们
We'll
捞出
all
来
become eyes. Mama casts a big net.
刚换了奶
They
娘
use nets to catch
新奶娘
children.
是柳三娘行
Then
会里
I'll
出来
use a
的
bigger net to fish them out. The Feng family in the south of the city just changed their wet nurse. The new wet nurse came from third Lady Leah's shop.
柳三
The
娘的
Song
人
family in the west of the
单独
city. The young master has been crying at night lately. The lady wants to order a calming pillow. Record third Lady Leah's people
凡是近
separately.
3个月内
Also, a
换过
family
奶
that just
娘
had
接生
twins.
婆和
They
稳婆
specifically
的
asked if there's a small measuring pot for milk.
明白
Anyone within the last 3 months who changed wet nurses, midwives, or birthing attendants. Mark them in red. Yes, this isn't just opening a shop. You're clearly weaving a net that covers heaven and earth. If I don't cast a wide net, how can I catch the fish? Faster, faster. The other side destroyed the register. I'll save the people and the child. Piece the register back together. Mother, you know his mother. Hold me, I just came to see if you're his mother. I was mistaken. Just now, you're not my child. I only heard a baby girl was found here. I wanted to take a look. Someone's watching him outside. And do you know this child? Please don't ask anymore. If you don't speak, he truly won't make it back alive. If I speak, my son and I will both die. You have a son too. So your family lost more than one child. Miss, please don't ask anymore. I was never here today. So someone is watching him. Don't follow too closely. Should we take him now? No, he's a live lead now. Be careful. Someone help. Hold on. Tell me who swapped the child. This again. Don't let them swap. Too late again. Dong Rong, remember that gray carriage. They've started silencing witnesses. Can we piece it together? What is this thing? It's no ordinary pendant. Looks like an identity marker. The baby girl kept saying that without the token, she wouldn't be a child of this family anymore. This means it's not a toy for children. It's for adults to identify people, to recognize a child's identity. Yes, that is to say, as long as the token is gone, the child's identity is all up to words. So they want to take the token and silence them. Where is your home? White walls, many sisters. Go out again, there's a bride. This doesn't seem like an ordinary back courtyard. More like a place that raises children and then sends them out. Where did you get this thing? Do you know the old wet nurse guild? There was indeed an old custom of giving milk tooth tokens to registered children. Registered children. Some children are born unable to see the light, or need to be given away for adoption. So a token is made, half with the child, half with the adult. Recognize the token, not the person. If the token is lost, whether the child is a dragon or a phoenix, friend or foe, all depends on what the living say. Your Highness, I heard you picked up half a clue again today. Another person died. Your Highness is indeed well informed. If I weren't well informed, last night's dead wouldn't have been just him. You're not just investigating a few children. Go further, and you will touch noble clans, imperial relatives, court officials, and the harem. So your Highness came to advise me to stop. I came to tell you, if you continue investigating, don't walk alone at night anymore. And don't think yourself so clever. The opponent has already started killing. Thank you for the reminder, Your Highness. It's not a reminder. It's a warning. Are you drawing a murder map? It's not a murder map. It's the path where a child's original life is swapped for another. I have a feeling this is just the tip of the iceberg. Then where do we investigate next? The wet nurse just met Lu Xiniang, the Feng family estate east of the city, the Nan Song family's Bo mansion, and this newly added Zhu family's Quan Jihang. You're going to check each household one by one. Not check, sift. Sift for what? Sift out within the last 3 months. The children's scent, the wet nurse's daily, routines and old belongings that have changed. Swapping children isn't a spur-of-the-moment decision. Someone had to deliver the child. Someone had to take over. Someone had to raise them. Someone had to age the items. If they moved, there must be traces.
他有脸来。
Are there really that many?
辛苦了，我是
More
来
than I
送份
thought.
贺礼，也来
He still has the nerve to come.
不是
Miss
3年的
Jiang,
礼
you've been
他不
working
好
hard
说
lately.
不过是两盒
I've
南
come
方
to
孩
deliver
子
a
用的安神
congratulatory
香
gift.
囊。我
And
最
also
讨
to
厌
offer an
拿孩子
apology.
做生意
A
的
gift
人
from
送
Third
孩
Lady
子东
might be
西。
hard to accept.
姑娘何
It's
必这
just
样
2
咄咄
boxes
逼
of
人？
calming sachets for children
买
from the
粮
south.
行会
I
活活
despise
混
people
口
who
饭
use
吃
children for business.
混口饭
Giving
吃
gifts to
让我
children.
到半夜接人
Miss, why must you be
撕
so
烤
aggressive?
奶呀排
The
解
Wet
人
Nurse Guild.
乱
We're just trying to make a
江
living.
姑娘聪
Making a
明，
living by receiving
可太
people
聪
in the
明
dead
的
of
女
night.
子往往
Secretly
活不
keeping milk
长。
teeth
我倒
tokens.
觉得
And
心
being
态黑的
implicated
人
in a murder
更活
case.
不久。
Miss
你觉
Jiang,
得自
you
己
are
是在
clever.
救孩子，
But a woman
可
too
你
clever
知不知
often
道
does not live
京
long.
城半数后
I
宅
think
都
those with
有
a
你
blacker
彷
heart
徨
die
的
sooner.
你再查下去，
You think
不
you
是
are
得罪
saving the
我一
children.
个，是得罪
But
一
do
整
you
城
know?
的人。
Half
那
the
正
inner
好
courts in the capital use
一城一
our
城
Hung
查
people.
总
If
比
you
被你
keep
们一窝一窝
investigating,
吃掉孩
you
子
won't
强。
just offend me.
好，
You'll
那我
offend
就
an
等着
entire
看
city.
你能护住
Then
几
I'll
个。
investigate layer by
他
layer.
这是明着宣战，
Better than
他
letting
不
you
是
devour
宣
children
战，
nest by nest.
他是在提醒
Fine,
我，
then I'll wait
他
and see
背
how
后
many
有
you can
人。
protect.
柳三娘今天上门
Haha,
是
he's
想下
openly
跪你。
declaring war. He's
那咱们
not
下一步怎么
declaring
走？
war. He is reminding
昨晚
me.
那地方烧
He
了
has
册
someone
子，
backing him.
但不可
Third
能
Madame
一夜
Lu came
不
today to
赦。
scare you off.
我要找
So
出
what's
静
our
安
next
云
move?
田总名单。
The
去哪儿
place
找？
last night burned the
柳三娘
ledgers,
手里，
but not a
或
single
者
page could be left.
另一个比他更高的
I
人
want to
手
find
里。
the full
我
list of
听
Jing'an
说
Imperial
你
Eagle
能看
Fields.
出孩子是不是
Where to
认娘？
find it? In Third
谁告
Madame
诉
Lia's
你的？
hands. Or in the
欧府
hands of
那
someone
边要
higher than
丰
her.
盛，
I
你
heard
家
you can
孩子
tell
怎
if
么
a
了？
child recognizes its
他不
mother.
吃我喂的，
Who told you
不
that?
是我哄
There
的
are rumors
亲
from the
奶
Earl's manor.
娘。可我
What's
明
wrong
明没
with your
离过他。
child? He won't eat what I feed him.
小满姑娘只
He
是来
won't
看看
sleep when
孩
I
子就
soothe
行。
him. He
是，
only recognizes the wet nurse. But I've never left him.
这孩子不是不认亲
Miss
娘，
Xiamen, you're just
而
here to
是
observe the
亲
child's
爹赶
routine,
到了
right?
外头。明面上的少奶奶抱的根本不是她自己生的
This
孩子，
child doesn't not
一个
recognize
更
his
复
birth
杂的母
mother.
子错位，浮出
Rather,
水
the
面。
birth mother has been driven outside.
不敢
The
接
young
这
mistress
处
on the
分。
surface is holding a child that
你
isn't
是
her
谁？
own.
奴婢本
A
是
more
府
complex
里
case of
绣
mother-child
娘，
misplacement
孩子
surfaces.
生下来
This
后，
servant
他
dares
们
not
送我
startle the
冲
master.
上主母，把孩子
Yous, who
抱
are
走
you?
了。是
This
谁抱走
servant
的？
was originally
是
an
奶奶
embroider
和
in the
接生
manor.
婆，还
After
有
the
不为
child was
身边
born,
的老
they
魔。
said
原
I
来不
offended the
仅是
mistress.
换掉
They
嫡
took
子，
the child away.
有些人
Who
甚
took
至
him
直接
away?
把庶
The
子
wet
冒
nurse
充
and the
嫡子，
midwife,
把亲
and the
娘
old
贬
maid by
成
the lady's
下人。
side. So
这
it's not
张
just
网
swapping the
替他以
legitimate
为的
son.
孩子，
一个
Some
外
even
头
pass
来的
off a
商
concubine's
妇
son
也敢
as
在
the
我
legitimate
家
one,
挑拨是
and
非，
demote
多
the birth
挑
mother to a
拨，
servant.
还是你们自
This
己
web
把
was
孩子
spun
生
earlier
米
than he
压
thought.
成了粗食？
A merchant's
这
wife
竟
from
逼成了
outside.
孩子后疯
How
疯癫
dare you
癫。
stir up
再
trouble in
说
my
小
house?
少爷是
Me
他
stir
的，
up trouble.
奴婢们不
Or
过
did
杀
you
人不
yourselves
计
crush the
办事。
child's birth mother into a
那
menial?
为什么这
That
孩
wench
子
went
只
mad
认
after giving
他？
birth,
孩子小时
insisting
候
the
都
young
混
master
混
was
了，
hers.
他从见面
We
第一眼
servants
就
were
认
just
准
following
了，
the rules, him.
把这奶娘
Then why does this
压下
child
去。
only recognize her? Children get mixed
我
up when
为
they're
什么
young.
不敢？
But
今
he
天
knew
这
her from the
桩
very
不
first
像是
glance.
偷孩子，
Take this wet
更
nurse
像
away.
是改孩子的位置。
You dare.
有些孩子
Why
不是被
wouldn't I
卖的，
dare? This
是被
setup
挪到了
today
更值钱的
doesn't
位
look
置
like
上。
stealing a child,
敌坏
more like
叔
changing the
叔
child's
坏
position.
嫡，
Yes,
甚至可
some
能
children
儿
aren't sold
换
off.
女女换子。
They're moved to a more valuable position.
咱们查到
Swapping
现
legitimate
在
for concubine,
已经
concubine
不
for
只是哪
legitimate,
家丢了
maybe
孩
even
子，
swapping son for
而
daughter,
是有
daughter
人
for
在用
son.
孩子重排整个京
After
城
all
后
our
宅的血
investigation, It's no longer just about which family lost a child. Someone is using children to rearrange the bloodlines and inheritance of the entire capital's inner quarters. Can we still investigate this? The bigger it gets, the more we must investigate. 1. The legitimate son has been swapped. 2. A concubine's son has been pushed into the legitimate position. This shows the other party doesn't care who the biological child is. They only care who should stand in which position. To them, it's not about stealing children. It's about changing fate. How do you plan to proceed? I'll watch the wet nurse. Watch who? Everyone who's had trouble recently. Those who visit the house most often. The wet nurse. They don't work alone. They must exchange information. I'll give you 2 people.
果然都来了。
Watch in secret, don't act rashly.
旧牌都收回，新的记号晚些发。那几个出事
They
的
all
人
came
家
indeed.
呢安生待着，先别
The
动
heat is on lately.
查到了
Recall all the
也
old
得有人
tokens.
敢认
New marks will be issued later. What about those families that had trouble? Stay put, don't move for now.
救祸，
Even if we find out, someone has to dare to admit it.
还有牙牌。
There's writing.
他们真的在统一给孩子
Old
做
goods,
身
new
份
girls.
牌
They treat children like goods. And there are identity plaques. Arrest. They really are making uniform identity plaques for the children.
敢不敢顺着来？
Cut it off then.
太明显了。
I want to see if some people dare to follow through.
我也知道像诱饵，可不去，线就断。
去了，
It's too
暗
obvious.
中埋伏。
It's like it's deliberately shown to
如
you.
果仙女
I
只
know
是
it
刚
looks
被
like
换到的
bait,
女婴，
but if I don't
那
go,
就
the
说
trail
明
will
这
be
批孩
lost.
子还在流
If I
动
go, I might walk right into an
所以我必须
ambush.
去，那就不止你一个人去。
If fairy refers to the newly swapped baby girl,
这
then
次
it means these children
还
are
是得
still
从
being
我进
moved.
去
So I have to go. Then you won't go alone. I won't leak
你
it.
是不是最近才
No.
换出来的？
This time, I still have to enter from the inside.
新的城东新女，这是下一批。
Were you just swapped out recently?
来了，再等等，
New girl from the east of the
看接头
city.
的是谁？
This is the next batch.
后窗没人。
Here we go.
是空院。
Let's wait a bit longer. Who's the contact? The back window of the upper room is clear. The roof beam is clear. It's just an empty courtyard. I don't know anything.
是专门给我准备的坟坑。
Someone died. Xianxia drove them to it. Damn, it's not a lure.
再有本事，逼死人
This
也
grave was dug specially for me. I heard Xianxia drove the wet nurse to death while investigating.
想不开。
No matter how capable, forcing someone to death is too cruel. If it wasn't us, who would believe it?
他是自己撞的。
Little Liniang. Why are you so stubborn?
姐妹出事
Miss Jiang, I know you want to investigate. But you can't push people to this point.
江姑
He
娘
hid himself
饭可以乱吃，话不能
when
乱
a sister from the guild is in trouble. Of course I should come. You sure came quickly. Miss Jiang, you can eat whatever you want. But you can't say whatever you want. Clear the wet nurse's name. Don't these gossips have any brains? Don't go out, the more you argue, the messier it gets. That witch drove the wet nurse to death.
现在说
And she's selling children's things too. Who knows if she's using their excuse of watching kids to do shady business. Zhao Ma, say
再让他
something.
们赌下去。
No one will listen now.
停就停。这次对方要的不是我一时
You're
丢
really
脸
not going out.
是要
No,
逼
if
我
we let
忙
them
得
keep
死
gambling.
自己
Business will
顾
stop.
不上茶
Then let
歇
it stop.
他们以为
This
我会
time,
像以
they're
前
not
一
after a
样
temporary loss of
哪
face
里
for
着
me.
火就扑
They
哪
want
里
to force me to busy myself clearing my name. So I can't follow the leads.
那你要做什么？
They think I'll still act like before,
从死人
rushing
身
to put out any
往
fire
活
that
人身上
sparks.
插
But this time, I
自然
won't.
育婴堂烧册子
Then what
是
will
悔
you
过
do?
去
From now
成
on,
功小
trace from the
院
dead
逼
back
死
to the
奶
living.
娘是断现在。那未来呢？
Burning the registry at
未来
Jing'an
一定
Ilian
还
Hall was
在
to
动
erase the past.
只要这
Forcing the
张
wet
网
nurse
还
to
在
death
运
at the
转
East City
就还
compound
会
was
有
to sever
新
the
的
present.
孩子被换
Then
被
what
送
about
回
the
骨
future?
牌所
The
以你要
future
等
must still
下
be
一
in
次
motion.
不是等
As
是
long
等
as this web is still spinning, there will be more children swapped, sent away, and given new identities. So you're going to wait for the next time. Not wait, watch. This is what I had someone copy from the Hingfeng brokerage. In the past 6 months, 8 people in the Wet Nurse Guild suddenly changed residences. 3 had extra income, and 2 quietly ransomed
多
their
谢世
relatives.
子爷
You didn't let me investigate before. I didn't let you throw your life against a wall.
那我就正
But if you learn to go around it, I
我
won't
在
stop
想
you.
坏人
Thank
的
you,
钱
Your
怎么
Highness.
走
If you still can't find anything, it's still your incompetence.
孩子会被
Fine,
藏
then I'll prove
钱
myself.
可藏不干净线断
I'm
了
thinking
不代
about how
表
the
钱路
villains
短
move their money. Right, children can be hidden. But money can't be hidden cleanly. A broken thread doesn't mean the path is lost. If you can turn people into goods, you must keep accounts. Who's blocking the door? First, reason with my general's estate. We're just speaking for the dead. Blockading a cart shop that sells children, what kind of skill is that? Finally, someone who can keep order. Thank you, don't overthink it. My sister-in-law was worried no one would make new toys for the armored cavalry. So she sent me. Your Highness, is it now fashionable to appear without notice? If I gave notice first, would you still come to see me? You've made a grave mistake recently. I know it's not just you who underestimated the enemy. You have shops and a reputation. You have the Marquis' mansion and the General's mansion. Some protect you while others watch you. Every move you make will become a reason for others to strike. If you investigate further, and you don't know how to leverage power, you'll die. The young Madam of the National Mansion, the young mistress of the Zhu family, and Madame Feng from the south of the city all sent invitations. Coming at this time, they can't all suspect their own children, can they? Not only that, they're also testing me. You plan to meet them, using public opinion to pressure me because you know I'm alone. Then I'll let them see that behind me stands more than just the Marquis' mansion. Finally figured it out. I want to bring all the mothers whose children truly disappeared to my side, the Mother's Alliance is richer than the people's hearts. I don't believe you harmed anyone. Neither do I. I came today because my child talks in his sleep every night, calling another name. So you're the same. I didn't dare speak of it before, but when I heard you were investigating recently, I felt I couldn't keep it hidden any longer. From now on, if any child's wet nurse, midwife, or birth attendant changes, send someone to me immediately. As for the rumors outside, you handle them. I heard Lu Xiniang is looking for a new marker craftsman recently. The old one must have met with an accident. The milk tooth token couldn't have been carved by the wet nurse herself. There must be someone specialized in this kind of work. But in the capital, those who can carve jade bone milk and small trinkets are too many. Then we'll filter by the fact that these tokens must be made in pairs. And the style must be uniform. It doesn't seem like a jade artisan hired temporarily. More like someone retained long-term. In other words, if we find this person, they could have been making identity tokens for them year after year. At the south entrance of Bala Street, there's an old Jin man. He specializes in small hanging plaques and Buddha amulets. Recently, he suddenly closed his shop. Why did he close it? I heard his son fell ill. They moved to the sharp corner to tend to the illness. Then start investigating him. Old sir, we came to ask about a small item. I'm not doing business anymore. So you do recognize it? No, I've never seen it, father. Don't be afraid, are those bad people here again? They threatened you. Son, you. How do you know? I only made some small plaques. I had no idea they were used to harm children. Who asked you to make them? At first, it was people from the Wet Nurses Guild. Wealthy families, afraid the children would be mistaken. They made marks for safety. Later, more and more were made. Even dominoes, jade tablets, and lock plaques. And they had to be made in pairs for Lu Xiniang. Lu Xiniang only came to pick up the goods. The one who actually placed the orders was a woman called Water Mother. That route in Jiangnan. Later, I refused to make them anymore. So they went after my son. They said if I dared to cut off the supply, they'd cut off my son's medicine. Don't let the bad guys get wind of this first. Where was the last batch of plaques sent? This is a record I secretly kept. afraid that if I died one day, someone would know I didn't do this willingly. They truly treat children as a curse. I don't know where North Alley is. I only heard them say it's an old warehouse. Every time I delivered the plaques, it was at night. Old sir, this paper and your sons matter. We will protect them. Miss, if you can truly protect those children. That would be better than protecting me. North Alley, old warehouse. A 7-month-old baby girl with a red mole on her left shoulder. That doesn't match the age of the one we found. That means there are others. Yes, they're still sending children. Let's go tonight. No. This time, bring enough people. North Alley Old Warehouse. This time, I want to catch them red-handed. The batch at North Alley is to be moved out in a day or 2. I heard they've added a new little girl. She's crying terribly. What are you two here to buy? Haha, that's obviously suspicious. Tonight, I'm going to North Alley to dine. The people accompanying you are already waiting outside. Did you think I'd let you go alone? This time, it's not just about rescuing people. We also need to keep someone alive. I'd like to ask the General's estate for help too. Why North Alley Old Warehouse? If it's really a transfer point, the Marquis people alone may not be able to control it. You're afraid there are more connections and reinforcements behind it. Right, I came to pass the message. One more thing. He said if we actually catch someone, don't alert the Yemen first. I suspect someone in the Yemen is also profiting from this line. There really is someone. Right here, make a move. Found him. Bitch. North Alley is the warehouse. South Dock is the route. Hey, Yao Yao. Sure enough, the dock, everything is transferred from South Dock. At least this batch is stored at North Alley. Shipped out from South Dock. This is no longer just a scheme within the capital's inner residences. What door is at your doorstep? Big Daddy wears red robes. The Vice Minister of Ritest Mansion, the Vice Minister of Rights. The Fang family reported the death of their legitimate son 2 years ago. But this child's age, habits, and accent all match perfectly. If that's the case, a court official's deceased legitimate son most likely never died at all. Instead, he was cast out, and another bloodline took his rightful place. If we send this child back, the Fang family will go mad. But not sending him back is tantamount to tacit approval. Sending him now is useless too. If the Fang family's legitimate son has been alive in the mansion for 2 years, it means someone has already replaced him. So this isn't about reuniting families. It's about execution first, and not just one family. It's about court official's inheritance. Have you noticed that all the clues so far point to the same thing? They're not stealing children for money. They're using children to change family status, legitimacy, and bloodlines. Then we can't act rashly. But we can't do nothing either. Bullshit. I just brought the kid here to buy a calming pillow. After we got back, he cried all night. Your child was already sick. They're destroying your foundation. I know. So it proves even more that we've finally hit the core of the matter this time. Check the transmission contract. It's registered under Wenba Trading Company, a small subsidiary shop. Wenba Trading Company again, as expected. Then let's go tonight. Shouldn't we stake it out for one night first, to see if he's coming or going? I have a feeling the boat isn't the final destination. South Dock is just sending the capital's children to a bigger place. It looks like ordinary cargo shipping. Ordinary cargo wouldn't all move at night. Inside the crates. Wait a little longer. Why aren't they leaving yet? What is the boat captain waiting for?
一条线盯船。
They're waiting for a signal.
可他更明白，自己站在码头边看到
Should we follow that person
已经
along
不
the
是
same
一两
line?
幢后宅啊
Follow the person to tail the boat.
而是一条真正成型的
But
用
he
孩子
understood
水
more
路
clearly. That standing by the dock, what he saw was no longer just one or two inner court cases, but a fully formed water route for trafficking children. Be
看是这
careful.
东西
Cough, cough, cough.
果然是他。
Damn it, he got
北
away.
向救获3件，转南京中新女1名。逮
This
捕
thing again.
孩子被当成货，从京城发出，再从水
It
路
really is
洗
him.
掉身
3
份
items recovered from North Alley. 1 new girl from Nanjing Prefecture
别
arrested.
惊动，
Children are treated as
先
cargo,
记
shipped
船
from the
号
capital.
先记
Their
货
identities
号
washed clean through the
先记
waterways.
暗印
Miss, the boat
今
is
晚我
about to
看到
leave.
的
Don't alert them.
够把案子从后宅抬到
First,
京
note the
城
boat
商路
number.
上去了。
First, note the cargo number.
人丢了，
First, note the hidden
只
mark.
捡到这个。
What we saw tonight is enough to lift this case from the inner court
嗯
to the capital's
我
trade
们
routes.
查到的不是谁家
The
偷了
person
谁
was
的
lost.
孩
We
子，
only found
是
this.
一张拿孩子改血脉，拿上路洗身
Dong
份，
wrongs.
拿奶娘
What
做
we've
刀的
uncovered
网，
isn't just whose child was stolen from whom.
而
It's a
现
web
在
that uses children to alter
万
bloodlines,
宝行已经
uses
在
trade
往
routes
中
to
央
wash identities, and uses wet nurses as blades.
江姑娘近来辛苦，
And now,
掌事
Winboa
请
Trading House
查
is already at the
总
center
不
of
会
that
只会
web.
说这一句。
And,
我就喜
Miss
欢从
Jiang,
聪
you've
明人
worked
说
hard
话
lately.
万宝行愿与
Manager,
快乐宝
please have
宝
some
合
tea.
开育婴金
Surely
宾
you
馆
didn't call me here just to say that.
你出点子，名
I do
声
enjoy
或
speaking
用
with clever people.
我出
Winba
银子
firm wishes to partner
铺
with
路
Happy Baby
工匠
to open a
和
premium
诸
nursery
子渠
boutique.
道利
You
润
provide the ideas, the reputation,
主办
and the product
听着
samples.
真像天上掉
I
金子。
provide the silver,
对别人
the
不
cost
是
for paving roads,
对你
hiring craftsmen, and
那我
dealing
更不
with the
敢接了。
prefectural authorities.
江姑
We
娘
split the
聪
profits
明
50-50.
应该知道
Sounds like
快
gold
乐
falling
宝宝
from the
如今
sky.
再热也
Not
不
for
过是
others.
京城一角
For you,
可
then
对
I
我
dare
万
not
宝
accept
行
it even more.
你3个月
Miss
能
Jiang,
进
you
京
are
来
clever.
半
You
年
should
能
know that
出
even
两
as hot
台
as Happy
一
Baby is
年
now,
能到北
it's
地
still just a corner of the
然
capital.
后呢？
But
然
with
后我
Winba
就不
firm,
必再为几辆小
you
车
could
几把
enter
船
Jiangnan
车
in 3
送厂
months, spread to
你会
Lianghai
是
in half a
真正
year,
的大掌柜
and reach the
掌事
northern
说的
lands in a
真好
year.
听，
And
就是
then,
不知
and
道
then, you
这
won't
大
have
掌
to
柜
count
是
coins
我，
for a few carts
还
or
是
a
你
few
手里
shovels
一块
anymore.
会说话的招牌？
You will be a true
做
grand
生意
steward. The
本
steward
就是
speaks
互
so
相借
sweetly.
力
借
But I
力
wonder
可
if
以，
this grand steward is
借
me,
命不行。
or just a talking signboard in your hand. Doing
农
business
具
is
归
about
你，
borrowing strength
工
from each other.
匠归你，
Borrowing
账
strength is
房
fine.
归你，
Borrowing
州
my
府
life is
土
not.
气归你，连我画的图
Humph.
样死后都算
The
万宝
molds
行
go
的。
to you. The
掌
craftsmen
事
go to
这是
you.
合
The
作，
accounting office goes to
还
you.
是
The
吃
Zhu
绝
Estate's shop
户？
tools go to you. Even the designs
江
I
姑
draw.
娘
After my death,
你
they
若
count
真
as
要
Winboa
查
firm
那些
stewards.
孩子的
Is
事
this a partnership,
更需
or
要一个
devouring a
大靠
childless widow's
山
inheritance?
多谢，不用。
Miss Jiang,
你确定
if you truly
确定。
want to investigate those children's
我
matters,
知道你查到了南
you
码
need a
头
powerful backer even
也
more.
知道你手上有几
Thank you,
枚
but
奶
no.
牙
Are you
牌
sure? Are you sure?
掌事消息真理，
I know you've traced
不
it to the
灵
south dock,
怎么护得住
and
生
I know you have a few
孩
milk
子
tooth tokens in your
奶娘
hands.
育婴亭南码头这些
Steward,
东
your
西
information
看
is
似
indeed
散实
swift.
则盘根错
If it
节
weren't, how could I
你
protect
以
my
为你
business?
在救人
The child's wet
可
nurse
能
is
最后
at the south
救
dock of the
出来的
Imperial
是一
Camp
条
Pavilion.
活水
These things may seem
那我以
scattered,
为你在笑
but in
我。
truth, they are deeply intertwined.
不是下
You think you're
是
saving
惜
people,
才
but in the
江姑娘
end, what you save
再聪
might
明
be
的
a
女
flood of
子
disaster.
若不懂得
You
站
think
根
you're scaring me.
也会死在自己
It's
的
not a
聪明
scare.
上
It's
那掌
cherishing
事
talent,
就
Miss
多活
Jiang.
几天。
No
好好
matter
看
how
看
clever a
我是
woman
怎么
is,
死在你前面的。
if she doesn't know which side to stand on, she
果
will
然是
die
要
by
吞
her
你。
own cleverness.
不是吞
Then, steward, live a few more
是要
days.
把她绑进万
And
宝
watch
行这
closely
口
how I die before you.
而且是心甘情愿、签字画押的。
So you really want to swallow him up.
太不要
Not swallow,
不可怕，
but to bind him
可怕的
onto the
是
Winbao Guild's ship
他知道我现在
and
最缺
willingly
什么
sign and seal the deal.
州府路
Binding
子
someone like that
工
is
匠
utterly
产能
shameless.
稳定供货
Shamelessness isn't what's frightening.
所以我得更快
What's
把自己
frightening
的
is that
底盘
he
立
knows
起来
exactly what I lack most right
你
now.
打算怎么立？
Prefecture connections, craftsmen, and stable production capacity.
我要改铺子，
So I must establish my own foundation
改
faster.
成卖整套养孩
How
子
do
的
you
办
plan to
法
do that?
这又是什么新花样？
I'm going to remodel the shop.
会管
From
换保
selling
行能
goods
学
to
我的
selling a
车
complete
我的椅
system.
子我的
Of
玩具
child rearing methods.
可他学不了我
What
怎么
new
教
trick
人
is
养
this?
孩子。进
A
门
guild
先
hall, a
试
guild
车
hall.
事宜，后头
Winbao
有
Guild can
奶
copy
娘
my
学
carts,
规
my
矩
chairs, my
旁
toys.
边有辅食配
But
方
they can't copy
再
how I
往
teach
里
people to
是
raise
孩子启
children.
蒙玩具
At
和
the
试睡
entrance,
枕
there's a cart demonstration.
贵夫人来
Behind
一
it,
趟
wet nurses
不
learn the
止买
rules.
东西
Beside that,
还能把
complimentary
怎
food
么养
recipes.
一并
Further
带
in,
走
children's enlightenment toys
那
and
他
trial
们就不
pillows.
是来买一件货，是来买
When
安
noble
心。
ladies come,
对
they don't just buy things.
安
They can take
心
away the
最
entire
贵
method of raising a child.
所以最值钱。
Then they're not just buying a product. They're buying peace of
走了
mind.
4个，一
Yes,
夜之间，
peace of mind is the
都
most
说家里有
expensive.
急事，可人
So
今
it's
早
the
已
most
经在万宝
valuable.
行那边上工了。
对方银子给的
Four
高，
left.
还到
Overnight.
家里看
All
病
said there was an
赎
emergency
身
at home.
送孩子进
But this
学
morning, they were already
年轻
working
些
at
的
Winba
心
firm.
就动了。
The other side offered higher
是
pay
被拿住了命门，
and covered medical
最缺
bills
什么？
and debt redemption
不
for
是
their
光看到
families.
了，
Sent
还
their
已经
kids to
动
school.
手了。
The younger honest hearts were swayed. Not swayed. They had their weak points seized. What do you lack most? He didn't just see it.
就是你前
He's
几日
already
刚
made
画
his
的那
move.
几样吗？
Winba firm has
闺房
everything
里
for
有人把我的
children's
徒弟
minds.
出去，
Sitting, sleeping,
查
studying, playing.
先查谁
A
4
complete
个月
set.
碰过会馆图，
Isn't this exactly the few designs you drew a few days
切身
ago?
体会到
Someone in the workshop
商
leaked
战
my
最恶
drawings.
心的不是
Investigate who
吵
first. Those who
你
touched
刚
the
想
guild
的
hall
第一
drawings
步
last night.
对方
I'll
已
go
经
check
把
right
第
away.
2步
I
摆在
finally
门
understand
脸上
firsthand. The most disgusting thing in business warfare isn't copying.
昨夜他收拾图
It's
纸
that
时
you've just thought of the first step,
瞄了一份
and the other side has already placed the second step.
我娘病
Right
了
in your face.
他们说只要我递张图，就
It's
给我
him.
10两银
Last
子
night, while organizing the drawings, he
只有你
secretly
一个。
copied one. Spare me, miss. My mother is sick.
还有库房
They
小
said
六
if I
仿
just
佛
passed a
样借
drawing,
给他们错
they'd
了
give me 10 taels of silver.
他不是主脑，
Only
打
you.
死一个阿顺，明
There
天还
are
会
more,
有
there
阿
are
顺
more.
2号、3号。
Zhao Lu from the
谁给你
storeroom
递的
lent
钱？
them the wooden model to
成为一个
copy.
药铺掌柜
He's not the mastermind. Kill one
果然。
Ashun. And tomorrow there will be Ashun no,
我
and
画
no.
了一个别
Who
人
gave you
偷
the
了
money? A pharmacy owner east of the city.
偷不过来，与其守
Indeed.
一个点子，不如一直
I
直
draw
往
one,
前跑。
and someone steals one.
别人偷1代，
Can't
就
keep
出
up with
2
the
代
theft.
3代、4代，
Rather than guarding one
只
idea,
要自己跑得够快，
it's better to keep running
别
forward
人
like a
就永
plant.
远只能在后头捡壳
They
子。
steal the first generation. And he releases the second, third,
从
and
今
fourth.
天起，就
As
婴
long
儿
as he
车
runs
改
fast
折
enough.
叠把手，学步
Others
架
will
加
forever
防
be
翻
picking
底
up
盘
scraps behind.
餐椅座可拆小桌板，
From today
又
onward,
改了
不是
change the
改
old baby
是
stroller to a
升级
folding handle.
那万宝
Add
行
an
那边
anti-tip
刚
base to
套
the
过去的
walker.
旧图，
And
让
make
他
the
们
high
抄
chair seat with a detachable small
他们
table.
做他们的旧货，
Changed again.
我们卖我们
Not
的新
changed,
货。
upgraded.
还有，
What about the
会馆
old
召
drawings
开，
Winba just copied?
我倒
Let
要
them
看看
copy.
是他们抄得快，
They sell
还
their
是我
old
想得
goods.
快？
And we sell our new ones. Keep the guild hall open too.
这铺子怎么
I
像
want
变
to
了
see
个
if
模
they
样？
copy
从
faster.
今天起，不
Or
光卖
I think
东西，
faster.
也教怎么用，怎么养。
我倒要看看你还能整出什
How
么
has
新
this
意。
shop
我是
changed so
新牌
much?
小招牌。
From today
原
onward,
来孩子这个
not
月
just
能
selling
吃这
goods,
些，
but
这和
also
我家
teach
老
how
嬷
to
嬷
use
讲的
and
清楚
maintain
多
them.
了。会馆这
I
个
want to see what
小
new
贵
tricks you can come up with.
江姑娘，
I'm the new small
每
sign
日
board.
手
Huh?
机
So
糊
this
涂了
month the baby can eat these. This is much
孩子
clearer
怎
than
么
what
样？
my old nanny
是这
said.
个姨帮
The
我
guild
带
hall move
来
was the
我
right
后来
step.
细查了，
Miss Jiang,
那
I
个
was
鲁
too
木果
flustered
然
that
私
day.
下收过银子，人呢死活不开口。
How is the child? This aunt holds me the steadiest. I later looked into it carefully. That wet nurse indeed took silver in secret. But the person won't say a word. My mother-in-law also fears losing face. So she's locked up for now. He really does have some skill. Stabilizing the situation so quickly. Normally, we'd keep driving the price down. Price cutting won't work anymore. What he's selling isn't just goods. It's dependency, then what do we do? Cut off his people. Haven't we already poached the craftsman? Not the craftsman. Himself. Consort Xian wants to see him. This time, it's not to ask him for business. It's to ask him to pick a side. By order of Consort Xian. In 3 days, a prince's enlightenment banquet will be held in the palace. Miss Jiang is summoned to arrange children's enlightenment toys. This is a great honor. Consort Xian truly values her. This time, it's a public selection. You can't even refuse easily. I know. Her ladyship said. Miss Jiang understands children. This banquet can do without anyone. But not without Miss Jiang. They're praising her to the skies. The fall will hurt all the more. Accept it, can I not, I could. And the next day, all of the capital will know I'm arrogant from favor. And that I slight Consort Xian. This banquet isn't a reward for you. It's a trap, I know, if something happens to a child in the palace. In the end, it can all be pinned on me. So I have to go. And I have to come out alive. Before entering the palace, divide the most critical clues in your hands into 3 parts. Why? Because once you are detained in the palace, those outside must know where to continue. Check the edges. Polish it again. This batch has all been inspected. The children in the palace are not afraid of you working slowly. Only of you making a single mistake. This time, it doesn't feel like going to earn money. More like heading to the execution ground. But even at the execution ground, you must pick your most trusted blade. Last time with the 3rd princess, you already sensed something was wrong. This enlightenment banquet will likely be even more complicated. I will be careful. I cannot bring you back this time. I will bring you new stacking blocks. Consort Xian said, the 3rd prince, 5th prince, 3rd princess, and others will all come. Understood, the incense has been changed again. Indeed, in the palace, someone is also using sense to control and distinguish the children. Haha, Miss Jiang, your ingenuity is truly remarkable. Your Highness flatters me. It's not just one child. Several, all the children in the palace are being cared for in a similar manner. Quickly call the imperial physician. Wait, Miss Jiang. She didn't just fall ill now. She reacts this way every time after eating a certain thing. Miss, be careful with your words. The young imperial grandson has always had a physical condition. It's not a physical condition. It's a condition repeatedly triggered to mimic a physical one. Stop giving him medicine. First, bring what he just ate. What exactly are you trying to say? His attack was not without cause. He reacts this way every time after eating this milk custard. Something has been mixed into it. This servant is wronged. This is the immortal tea made by the kitchen, according to the old rules. Did you taste it yourself before feeding him? No, I didn't. This milk custard does contain a trace of calming and qi-suppressing substances. Can calming agents cause this? Not in adults, but in children, it's possible. If he's been fed this way for a long time, his body will gradually become dependent. Once the dosage increases slightly, he'll get dizzy and convulsive, like an epileptic seizure. Exactly, if this continues, the child will grow weaker and weaker, and might be mistaken for having a congenital weakness. Who has been in charge of this milk custard? This servant is just Zhao Dui. Fortunately, I always felt that Lady Jiang understands children best. I specially invited her today, so a disaster was averted. Consort Xian is indeed meticulous. It's also your keen eye and skillful methods. You've used me, and conveniently pinned a label on me. Congratulations, congratulations to me. What congratulations? From today onward, the whole capital will say you're Consort Xian's person. I know. Are you still taking her case or not? If you don't, the child is the one in trouble today. If you do, you'll be the one in trouble later. If you still don't understand what it means to be courted by a high-ranking official, you'll be sold off sooner or later, and still count the money for them. Then teach me, Your Highness, humph. Simple, either don't enter the game, or once you're in, don't let others take only your bow. In the arena of power, breaking the game isn't enough. You also need to know how to divide tasks. Take the blame and turn the situation to your advantage. Where are these bowls sent to be washed? So many wet nurses came to the back kitchen today. I can barely remember who's who. That's simple. We have many children here. Who serves which young master is all recorded in the register. Could I take a look? So later I can match toys to the children's ages, and give each consort different ones. For your younger brother. Then I'll secretly copy a copy for you, miss. You worked hard today. I dare not, you saved the little imperial grandson. I remember it in my heart. I have always valued talent. Someone as clever, understanding of children, and measured as you should not be confined to a Merquis back courtyard and a small shop. If you are willing, the children's educational supplies in the palace from now on, I can entrust them all to you. With me here, no one can touch you. This servant only knows how to run a small business. I fear I cannot bear your highness' great favor. Xiamen, some paths are not ones you can choose not to walk. Miss, take it quickly. You have quite the nerves. Anyway, this servant felt those children were rather pitiful. Here's here. And these two surnamed Lu. It's no coincidence, at least 3 Nema in the palace were once registered under Lu Xinyiang's gang. So the palace and the outside are connected, not just with the capital's noble families, but even the wet nurses beside the princes and princesses could all be within this web. 7 months and 9 months. The texture they feel in the mouth is different. So it's not that finer is always better. They're not children, not clay dolls. You can't just muddle through. Once you start this class, you'll truly become a teacher. The more people follow my teachings, the harder it will be for others. They'll use the word sarkari to strike me down. This guild hall now isn't just for making money and settling down. It's also my best place to screen people and read the situation. To counter Lu Xinyiang, I went to the palace yesterday and overheard someone say that virtuous consort wants to recommend you as the palace's enlightenment tutor. If that really happens, you'll be completely tied to the palace. Our families all rely on you to watch over the children's line. If you enter the palace, I won't go, but virtuous consort may not let you have your way. That's why I need to stand firm out here first. Starting today, the old locks and tags on every family's children, the old wall-wrapped birth certificates, must all be reviewed according to the rules. I fear things aren't going smoothly with the Jianan shops. They say the 3 timber merchants we'd agreed with, 2 embroidery workshops and 1 shop front, have all backed out. On the same day, the letters were all polite, claiming family emergencies, making cooperation inconvenient. But the meaning is clear. Someone has already blocked your path in Jiangnan. Shen Hinsung is 9 times out of 10. This means that over in Jiangnan, there really is something he fears me seeing the most. Since they're blocking the road, it means that place is worth going to. Jingnan is where the Wenba Guild has its roots. If you go, you'll walk right into his trap. I know. I'm still going. Go to the abandoned infant and rape Xiaowen. The old palace of the Naya brand. All the cargo routes at South Dock point toward
我给
Jingnan.
你带通关文书和
Happy
副本
baby must also expand outward. This trip isn't just about
听
business.
说你要去
It's
江
about
南
finding roots, then
王
go.
爷的耳目也太多了。
我若
I'll get
说
you travel
不
permits
想你
and
去
guards.
那王爷得早点说。
I
因为我
heard
已
you're
经
going
决
to
定了
Jingnan. The prince's ears and eyes
那
are
就
far
别
too
死在
many.
外头。
What if I say I don't want you to go?
命硬的人也会流血。
Then the prince should have said so earlier. Because I've already decided. Then don't die out there. I have a hard life, even a hard life can bleed.
因为真有可能逃命。
不走，不走。
Hey, why does this trip feel like fleeing for my life?
我去一趟江
Because it
南
really might be
回来给
fleeing
你
for
带
your
新
life.
玩意儿。
要会转转的。
I'm not
想
going,
想
I'm
的
not going.
行，都带。你只会卖
I'll make a
货
trip
不
to
够
Jingnan.
出去开
I'll
分
bring
号
you back something new.
总账
Bring
死
something that
账
spins.
回本周
Something
期
that thinks.
你都得
Fine,
有
I'll bring it all.
这3本你带
You
走
only
它
know how to sell goods.
叔
That's
父真
not
舍
enough
得
to
把账
open a
给我
branch.
你连
General
命都
ledger,
替
debt
我和
accounts,
玄哥
return
拼过
cycles.
基本账
You
算
need
什
to
么？
understand
当
all
然
of
是你第
it.
一回真正担
Take
个
these
义
3
举
books with you.
别
Look,
只
the
想
master
着
is really
馋
willing to entrust the accounts to
生
me.
也得站
You've
住
even risked your life for me and
我
Brother
明
Zhuan.
白
What's a few ledgers? Jingnan is your
一
first
个
truly
防
independent
身
operation.
一个叫人
Don't just focus
哟
on solving the
庆三爷
case.
还挺周到。
You must
南边
also
水路
establish the
复
business.
杂你那点小
I
聪明够
understand.
用手脚未必够快
One for
还要
self-defense,
庆三爷
one
跟
to
我
summon
去
help.
你
Oh,
开口
Master Jing
我
is
还
quite
真去
thorough. The
放心
waterways in the south
我
are
会稳步
complex.
道
Your
什么
little
意思？
cleverness is
将
enough.
军府的兵不
But
会
your
跟着你
moves
飘
might
摇
not
的
be
事
fast enough.
可你若
Then why
真
not
砸
come
到
with
坑
me,
里
Master Jing?
我会把你
If you
捞出
ask, I truly would go.
行，
Don't worry,
那你
I'll
记得
arrive
捞
a step
快点。
later. What do you mean? The general's troops won't follow you and cause trouble. But if you truly fall into a pit,
怎么了？
I'll pull you
那还是
out.
不对，
All right, just remember to pull me out
我
quickly.
们只是赶路卖伤。
他几
I want to
岁
go home. Mother said she would come to
把
pick me
车
up.
帘都掀开。
What's wrong? That child doesn't seem right. Miss, we're just travelers selling medicine.
这些都是我
How
捡来
old
的
is
孤
he?
儿就是我捡来的
3 years old. Open all the carriage curtains.
连奶牙牌
So
都
many.
用上了，还敢说捡来的？
Unjust, these are all orphans I picked up.
我就明白，
Orphans I picked up,
我不是去江南查一条
They
线，
even have nursing tags on them.
我是
and
正
you
在
still dare
走
say
进
they're
一
picked
张
up.
遍布南北的孩子
On my
黑
first day
网
heading south, I understood. I wasn't going to Jiangnan to investigate a single
我
thread.
们原本都住哪儿？
I was walking into a web, a black web of children spanning north and south.
船上好晃。
京城南码头
Don't be afraid, tell big
转水
sister.
路再入
Where did
江
you
南
all live originally?
和咱们
First
查
to the
到的
big
一模
dock.
一样
Someone said they'd send me
这个
south to a
孩
new
子衣
home.
袖里缝
The
着
boat was
软
so
字
shaky. From the
南
capital's
边
south
软
dock,
家
transferred to waterways.
还有这
Entering Jiangnan again.
小腕上有旧银铃
Exactly as we found out. This child has the character Run sewn into the sleeve. The Run family in the
自然
south.
起这几个
And
孩
this
子的
one
身份
too.
别先公开
There's an old silver bell mark on the
还没
ankle.
灭口怕他们
My
没找
my
到
house has a
家
witter wheel at the door.
就又被人抢回去
From tonight, don't reveal these children's identities
几
first.
位别怪，最近城里
Afraid
规矩
they'll be
紧
silenced.
外头来的货
Afraid they haven't
得
found their
先过
homes
本
yet.
地商会的眼，
Before they're snatched back by
谁定的
others.
规矩
Tuh,
能让
everyone.
整个江南城都守的规矩，
Don't
自
blame
然
the
不
strict
是
rules
小
in the
人
city
物
lately.
定的。
Goods from outside must first
小
pass
姑
the
娘
local merchant
真是
guild's
对不住
inspection. Who
家
set
里
that
老
rule?
人病了
A rule that the
这铺子
entire
不
Jiangnan
租
city
了
abides by.
昨日还说
Naturally, it wasn't set by a nobody.
银子我双倍退。
Miss Jiang, I'm
不
truly
是
sorry.
名字问题
An elder at home is ill.
是有
This
人不
shop
让
won't
你
be
租
rented
给我
out. We agreed yesterday. And today you won't rent it. I'll refund double the silver.
姑娘，你别问了
It's not about the
我还得
silver.
在江南活。
咱们还没开张，
Someone won't let you
就
rent it
先
to
被
me.
封了喉。那就说明
Is it Winba Bank or the local merchant
现
guild?
在怎么办？
Miss,
不
please don't
开
ask.
铺
I still have to live in
至少
Jiangnan.
不先急
We
着开
haven't even opened for business, and we're already
现
blocked.
场秀坊为什么？
That means
清
we've come to the
藏包
right
上的花
place.
纹
What
琥
do
珀
we
的
do
眼
now?
部奶牙
Don't
牌上
open
的
the
小吊
shop.
带都是细活，
At least not in a
旁
hurry.
边的换子线
First, investigate the
离不开
embroidery
绣坊。
workshop.
那
Why
从
the
哪
patterns
家
on the
下手？
abandoned baby swiddling clothes?
锦春堂
The patched lining, the
江
small
南最
pouch on
大
the
的
teething
绣坊，
pendant, are all
也
fine
是最
goods.
不敢
The
得
baby
罪
swapping
万
ring in
宝
the south
行
can't
的那一
do without
家。
the embroidery workshop. Then which one do we start with? Jin Chun
江
Tang,
姑
the
娘大
largest
名，
embroidery workshop
妾
in
身
Jiangnan.
早有耳闻。
And they are the
既
ones
闻
who
名，
dare not offend the
就该知道我
10,000
来。
treasures bank the most.
无非是谈合作，只是
Miss
为我们
Jiang,
锦春堂
I have
接
long
的
heard of your
多
esteemed
是
name.
熟客常
Since
单，
you know my name, you
靠
should know
腾
my
不出
purpose.
手给姑娘的
Nymph,
小铺子。
it's nothing more than discussing cooperation.
小铺子，
It's
我
just
手
that
里有
our
京
Jinshan
城
Hall
最热的母
mostly
婴
takes
户，
on orders from regular,
若你
long-term
们接这
clients.
笔单，未来
I
分
fear
号
we
一
cannot
开，
spare the hands for your small
能
shop.
养活你们半个堂口，那也得有
A
命
small
接。
shop, I hold the hottest maternal and infant goods in the
江姑
capital.
娘，江南不
If
是
you
京
take this
城，
order,
在这
once the
里
future branch
有
opens,
些人的生意，
it can sustain half your haul. Only if you live to take it.
这位
Miss
姐姐，
Jiang, Jiangnan is not the
你
capital.
这补布针法
Here,
挺
some
特
people's
别，
business cannot be touched.
奴婢手镯乱缝的，白绫内衬团
Elder
织
sister,
回纹旧襁
This
褓
patch of
里
yours,
不补
the stitching
边，
is quite unique.
这些也都
This
是你乱
servant
缝
is
的。
clumsy, just sewing it haphazardly.
快走，再不走，
White silk lining with a woven circular pattern. The inner cloth of the old swiddle remains
外地
unchanged.
来的，
Did you sew all these haphazardly
不
too?
让。我们老大说
Miss,
了，
leave quickly.
外头女人
If
来
you don't go
江
now,
南
you'll
做
be
买
targeted
卖
too.
得先学规矩。
你们老
An
大是谁？
outsider. Move aside or
你
not.
配知道？
Our boss said,
哎，
if an outside woman comes to
她不
Jiangnan
配
to
知
do
道，
business,
你就
she must
配
first
动
learn the
她。
rules. Who is your
我是
boss?
不是来的正是时候？
Hasisa, are you worthy of knowing?
再晚半步，
Ah,
我就
he's not
自己
worthy of
动手
knowing.
了。
那我岂不是少了英雄救美
But
的
are you
机
worthy
会
of touching him?
滚回去告诉你们背后那位
Did I arrive
将
just in
军府
time?
的人到了。
Half a step later, and I would
他
have
若
handled
还
it
想
myself.
玩阴的，
Then wouldn't I miss the
我不
chance to
介
be
意
the
把
hero
江南
saving the
城的商
beauty?
会桌子一张张掀
Go back and tell the people from the general's mansion behind you
你不
that
是
I have
说
arrived.
晚一步到？
If he still wants to
晚一步
play dirty
是
tricks,
让你先看清这地
I
方
don't mind
多早
flipping over every table.
现
In the
在看
Jiangnan
清了
City
没
Merchant Guild,
看清了，所以更该查。
didn't you say
江
we were
南
one
最
step
大
too
的
late?
绣坊
Being one step
最
too
大
late
水路
is to let you
最大
first see
商
how
会
filthy this place
最大
is.
善堂背后
Do
都
you
有
see
万
it
宝
now?
行影子。
I do, which is why we must investigate further. The largest embroidery workshop in
先
Jiangnan,
从富户
the
后
largest
宅起，
waterways, the largest merchant guild,
为什么？
the largest charity
因
hall,
为换子、
all
绣
have the
坊、
shadow of
水
Wenbei
路、
trading
奶
behind
娘，
them.
最后都
Then
得
where
落
do
到
we
哪
strike
家
first?
需要孩子上。听说孙家
Start from the
三
inner
胞
chambers
胎
of the
刚
wealthy
满
households.
月，排
Why?
场
Because the
极
baby
大，
swapping, embroidery
越
workshops,
热闹的
waterways,
地
and
方
wet nurses,
越容易藏
all
秘密。
ultimately lead to which family needs a child.
行，
I heard the
那我
Sun
就陪
family's
你去
triplets
吃这
just
桌
had their
满月
full
酒。
month celebration. It was an extravagant affair. The more bustling the place, the easier it is to hide secrets. Fine. Then I'll accompany you to this full month feast.